where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? How are we doing? Tom, I asked you the first in. Have you ever thought about my pre-show routine, the vocal exercises? Yes. Very selfish vocal exercises though. It's do, re, mi, 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 mi. Getting really pumped up. No. Had a shower and watched Only Fools and Horses. Spend the most of my time choosing my hat. It was the nearest one. It was there. It was there. Top tip for happy dies, loud and clear like the Gladys celebrated missing a penalty. I missed that as well. I missed it. I never went because I was still feeling shabizzle yesterday. Shabite. Steve-O, Tomash, Mandy. A shower. I look clean. I look very clean. Same as Paul McCartney's, is it Grandad in A Hard Day's Night? Wilfred Bramble, because he was a dirty old man in Steptoe, they went out of the way to call him very clean in A Hard Day's Night, which I thought was marvellous. And yes, hello to Steve, but also to Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field, and Ruby Roo. Seems to be plenty of tickets about. I left it to the last minute, thinking maybe if I was going to be alright I'd go, but I was as rough as a bear's arse, unfortunately. Still am a little bit. Despite the fact I've had 2 days with proper lie-ins, this cold has been hanging on for about 3 weeks. It's only a bit of a cold, it's nothing special. Like I've said before, it takes about 25% of my strength away, but the stroke recovery takes 90% away in the first place, so I've got nothing. And I had cramp again the other night. Oh, holy shite. Cramp in the stroke, like I must have been evil in a previous life. I must have been Genghis Khan or something like that, because there's no one deserves that. Nobody. Oh, it's warm now. It's warm. The leggy. I've definitely got the leggy. Have you exfoliated your goo? Personal question, I know. I've still got goo in the fridge, which I should have had earlier. I should have had one earlier. I didn't. I had a very nice sweet chili chicken and jasmine rice, though. That was nice. I deserve that. Then went on a little drive. I was trying to find somewhere to film, because I'm trying to make these Reason the Rhyme videos. I'm doing 2 at the same time. I'll find a space and a place. I'll film 2 different episode bits, and then I'll go somewhere else and do another one. So far I've got 3 of each episode. That's 4. 3, not 2, 3. I might be able to record both later, one in the bedroom, maybe one at the desk. Who knows? And I've got to do something in the car as well for something. But hopefully I'll have at least 1 episode out this week coming up, and then I'll save them for next week, which gives me time to make the next ones. It's been interesting as well. On my little Ujima flip. There you go. That's me, watching you, watching me. Groovy little things, them, aren't they? They're like totally groovy. Totally groovy. Put it back in its holster. Protect Evo. Protect Evo. They are fantastic things. Bloody expensive, but very, very good. And that is normally, I stick on top of the car. So I don't need to use anything else. Stick it on top of the car, chat shite for a few minutes, on to the next scene. My clapperboard somewhere, I should take that with me as well, shouldn't I? Diddly-doo. Coughing for nearly 3 weeks, Steve. It's one of those, it's not a bad cold, this one, but it's hanging round. There's just no getting rid of it at all. I've been snorting, lemsip and all kinds of shite. Do you see Country File? Did they go to a certain one water pump? Which water pump would that be? Horsey Wind Pump, yep. The winning pick was taken on Horsey Beach, of course. Any pick taken on Horsey Beach has got to be a winning pick, doesn't matter what it's for. It is most excellent, dude. That for the calendar. Country File isn't really aimed at us simple country folk. Is this sort of one of those things where we're telling you what the country should be like, but if you live there, it's nothing like this at all? You only seem to watch the calendar episodes. Are they only every month? Is that why it's a calendar episode every month? Was the beach covered with seals? Always covered with seals. But was it also covered with crofts? Singing about Summer Breeze. What a boss tune that is. I like the Isley Brothers version of it. Summer Breeze, but the original Seals and Crofts from the 60s is superb. No beer today either. No beer. Wasn't in the mood. Just wasn't in the mood. To hell with the consequences. Thermos. Again, not sponsored. You doring. Just send us some free shite, will you? You got to mention every fucking week with this. Imagine that. All the shout outs I give you and you give me nothing in return. Although I'm now starting to get a few emails coming through, which is a bit odd. Would you like affiliate status? Would you like this? Would you like that? Not yet, I don't think. And there's one very, very, very determined young man, I think, from India, by the sound of it. I would like to work with you. I don't do search engine optimized material, mate. It's no use. Nobody is searching for melty-faced gimp, favourite 5 of anything, are they? Bell end. The winning pick was a smiley pup. It's not a cub, it is a pup. Seal pup, isn't it, yeah? A wee pup. They're nice. They are cute, aren't they? Little seal pups. And apparently very, very tasty as well, if you ask any polar bears. Yep, as in another half men, half biscuit song, isn't it? Me and my girl, seal clubbing, me and my girl, out on the ice. A nice parody of a David Essex song. I'm warm. I had a shower about 20 minutes before this started, so I'm melting slightly. Which is nice because it was bloody freezing the other day. I've got the window open. Only a wee bit, but I've got the window open. Yes, the pastiche of night clubbing, David Essex. So me and my girl, night clubbing, me and my girl, out on the tiles, out on the town. I can't remember which one it was. Me and my girls. Oh, yeah, and then half man, half biscuit came up with it. Shouldn't have doubted your first instinct. Gan with the gut, man. Gan with the gut. Which is what... Hang on a sec. Which is what Jordan Lee Pickford did when he saved that little rat bastard's penalty. I'm not in the mafia. I don't mean you little rat bastard. No, just he's a little rat bastard though. Always gone with your gut, man, woman, man, eh? Hello to everyone who's on Twitch, the 6,000 people watching at the moment. There's nobody watching. I'll say hello from there anyway, just so it shows up on the screen. I was going to tell you something else, and I can't think what it was now. It must have been a lie. Oh. The alley whiteboard is being used mainly for Jess's work times, which I like. You watched Norwich on Sky, your parents yesterday, looking good for us budgies. That looked like a very, very good result. Not just a good result, but a good performance by the look of it. Dan Donaghy and Carragher booting off today about the penalty. The penalty. It's a penalty, by the way. Definitely a penalty. That's what my granddad used to call it. As does Chris Waddle, always talks about penalties, doesn't he? My granddad also used to call the sofa the Sophie. And South Liverpool was the South, S-A-L-T-H, the South. And Mull of Kintyre was Bullabatai. That Bullabatai shite that's on the radio. Can't stand it. Didn't get a footy pop-up, did we win? We drew 0-0. But up against a good team, and also a little horrible rat shitbag took a penalty, used to play for us. And it was saved by a Sunderland supporting goalkeeper from Sunderland who the Newcastle fans all despise, and yet every time they turn on him, he turns up and gives a performance of his life. You'd think they'd learn, wouldn't you? But no. Off they go. The stomach tattooed freaks. Didn't lose at the moment, didn't lose is piss off Spotify. I put this on earlier. Brittany. There you go, Brittany. Why wasn't that showing up? I sorted that before we can. Like, the lights are on, the lights are on, the lights are on. Everything's on. The camera's on. Mic's on. My pants are on. What more can you ask for? Yeah, that should have just been working. Bizarre. You're going to watch on Twitch one day. It'll be the same, but I'll then get more viewers. Interesting. It should show up on the screen. The chat. Any chat that appears in there should be on the screen. He didn't try to score the penalty. All he wanted to score. Horrible little cop-out red bastard with his shitey mullet. Went all the way to Newcastle and the first thing he did is got himself a mullet. Tit. It was working then, it wasn't. See, it wasn't me. Buttons are being pressed elsewhere. I bastardi. I bastardi. Yeah. IRS, are you okay? Yeah, his smug little face, have you seen it? I'll have it. And he was looking up with that look on his face like, I am going to really break your hearts. And then Jordan Lee Pickford, the man who shot Jack Ruby, by the sounds of it. Bink, off he went. The lights are on, but nobody's home. I know a few people like that. Is that door shut? I don't know why I'm asking you. You can't see it, can you? A mullet and an electric Hummer. Again, is that a half man, half biscuit tunage? We are very vindictive. Do you know, I've seen players come back to Goodison and be given a round of applause when they've scored against us. It's the manner of leaving that makes all the difference. When we needed him, he decided to go on strike because he couldn't get his move to Chelsea. Never came into training. Never helped us when we were down the bottom of the table. So he can piss off. Stuck again. Brittany, I've had to hit her one more time. Not hit her, obviously, hit the press button one more time. Louise, how are you doing? You okay? Naismith for Norwich got applause. He did, yeah. Scored and knocked us out the cup, and Graham Stewart scored a penalty for Charlton against us. Or I think we were winning 4-0 at the time, but he got applauded for scoring a penalty. Loads of people have come back, and because of the manner that they left, they've been welcomed wholeheartedly. Even players who've not really played too often for us, like Sir John Ruddy, when he came back, every time he come back with any team he played for, which was multiple, he always got a really good round of applause, and he only played one game. Ali Alio, how you doing? You alright? It was his only goal for you. Typical. And Norwich fucking another Ricky van Wolfswinkel, who now plays for FC20. His one and only goal in the Premier League was against Everton. Happens all the time. Derby County, Esteban Fuentes. Esteban Fuentes scored one goal, beat us 1-0, and then we found out that his Italian passport was wrong and he was actually Argentinian, so we had to piss off somewhere else. Corrado Grabby, I think, scored one league goal. It was against us. Who else was there? Someone else did it as well. Bastards. I was there at Derby. I was there at Blackburn for Corrado Grabby as well. And then Ricky van Wolfswinkel now plays for FC20. I just hope one day when he unfortunately passes away, there will be a sign saying R.I.P. Rip van Wolfswinkel. I think that'll look good, that. Yeah, we didn't go. So you didn't get a football stream, you didn't get any Douwe Egberts. Lejeune for Newcastle, yeah. 2 goals, both in that game. Me, dad and Les used to go the games together. We left winning 2-0 to get the car to beat the rush, and by the time we got halfway, they just scored a goal, 2-1. Oh shite! By the time we got to the car, can't believe those now. It's fucking 2-2 there. Bastards, yeah. Matthew, it wasn't Matthew Lejeune, was he? I seen him playing in Spain as well. Ricky van Foxcock just didn't happen. He's a good player, but some people just suit leagues. I don't think he'd suit the English league at all. Ali Alio, a bucket from Andy. Oh, you going behind the bar, are you? Footy heavy chat so far. It is. I do apologise. But it is, it's there. Well, it appears that Ali's servants will get behind the bar girl. Oh. You can have a bucket of Gordon's tears. Will they taste of gin? I got scalped. Not completely scalped, but a little bit. I normally get a lot off. Your Loney Scouser scored yesterday. Who's that playing for you? Who be that? Each drink coming with a video from the Gladys. You've seen goals celebrated less. I've seen some of them. They look fantastic. To hell with the consequence. Jenksy, about you? Fuck football. Yawn, yeah. Mandy's not listening. Well, of course, you're a bucket of tea and coke and a goo, hopefully. Stephen is budgie smugglers. Oh. No tea, no tea. Filthage. Tom, how's the legs? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? Can you hear? Turn it to David Bowie and Domingo Suarte. The proper booing Gordon, and it worked. There's nothing quite like seeing someone's heart completely explode in the chest and their soul, despite, just leave them completely. It's lovely. Jackie, we were getting the red hot footy chat out of the way so that it didn't affect too many of you. But we can get rid of that now. Spanish lemon goo still unexfoliated, but it's warming up nicely. I've got one left in the fridge, one of the lemon ones left. I might have that later. Goose spoon at the ready. I need a goose spoon, a proper goose spoon. I want one similar to the one that Louise sent me. Want one, desperate. All legs remain bowed and hirsute. Got another bite in the garden yesterday on your wrist. What? Try not to gnaw at it. Not surprised. Be carefuls. Oh, it's definitely raining out there now. It was raining when I was having my walk earlier on. I had a walk in the conservatory on the treadmill because I went out earlier on and it started pissing down. I thought, no, I'm not getting involved in this. Oh, the Liverpool youngster Gordon. Ah, yeah, I seen that goal actually. I didn't watch the entire thing, but I seen a few goals from EFL highlights, whatever it's called now. Not been the same since I got taken off Quest. Thomas has got legs like yours. I read that. I had to read that twice. I thought it was he's got legs like mints. What the hell are you talking about here? Like yours. Two ganache and one lemon left. That's a good collection, that one. I like that. What have you got that attracted them? Or is it the fact that there's no alcohol coursing through your veins to get rid of the animal bites? Irresistible to the insects. I think I am as well, because part of what I did, I drove down to where we normally do the sunset streams from, and I just sat in the car, windows shut, and as soon as I pulled up, flies appeared, them hover flies, billions of the buggers. No dogging though, for a change. Mrs. Thomas Deleghi, it is going round, man. Has gone for a bath. That'll help you. Sweat it out. Domingo's prowling around. He's not happy. He's got a garden ban while we deal with Roland. Double barrel shotgun. Remove its head, clean off its shoulders. Horrible things. Pouring down there too, on the oblong of dreams. Yes, Roland. Esther, you won't know this. There was a character, a kids' TV character, back in the 80s, a little bit Mona, called Roland Rat, who was on TV. So if you don't want to tell people what you've got in the garden, Roland is running free in the garden. Go and fetch the 12 bore. Maybe what it is, yes. Stinging because they can't escape the hair. What the singing is, let me go, let me go. Bismillah, no, you will not let me go. Spanish lemon. Ooh, I know, Spanish lemon. Have you changed your aftershave? Is that what it is? Let Domingo deal with Roland. The size of some of the Rolands round there, they're bigger than the Domingos, unfortunately. Irresistible Thomas. Which could be your dogging name, I suppose, couldn't it? Shave your legs. Kinkay. Think the hair's a bit of defence, possibly. So if they're stuck, what are they going to do? An animal trapped into a corner or into legs will start headbutting you to get out. We had lovely weather compared to yesterday, Ali. Today was summer. Yesterday was wintry. It's that kind of year, that time of the year though, isn't it? It's been nice here today, to be honest. Jinxie's attracting 8-legged beasties, spiders everywhere. Just reminds me of Jasper Carrot, the mole. Jasper Carrot used to be brilliant. Yeah. Roland was bigger than Domingo at last sighting. Oof, nah. Ew, red veins. Ew. Roland Rat also looked like Rishi Sunak. Or vice versa. I don't know which one was born first. The entry bit in the garden is full of spiders. You brought conkers into the house to try and discourage them. Try, if you're struggling with that, try some kind of citric spray. I've got a citric pre-wash for the car. That seems to keep them at bay. They don't like it. I think they taste, don't they, through their feet. And as soon as they touch it, it's like, oh no, I don't like that. Off they disappear. Also, Rolands don't like it. Very, very sharp citric tastes and smells and things. I think you saw Roland on some of those I Love the 80s shows. Yeah, you will have done, because it was a massive thing back then. As was keeping things quiet that really shouldn't have been kept quiet. You know what I'm talking about. It is that time of the year, Steve. They're looking for a very claggy home in the winter. Somewhere nice, warm and moist. You'd have to be a wax. You shave your face, but you got a permanent 5 o'clock shadow. You're like one of those Play-Doh things from years ago, where you press the top of the head and all the hair and the beard comes out. I've just got some really nice stuff, by the way. L'Oreal Men Expert, I think it is. Beard, face and hair wash. Smells of cedarwood. Oh my word, what a scent. And especially when you do it round here, do your movie. You can smell it, just such a gorgeous smell. Me likey mucho. Tried conkers before, it doesn't seem to work. Have you put them on a string and smashed them to bits? Or get a frog. Frogs eat spiders, don't they? I think. Mandy, did you get all your work done this week? Did you? Come on, let us know. Yeah, okay with the spiders. Not the webs. The horrible... When you walk into a web without knowing that they're there, it's a horrible thing, isn't it? Saucer of milk for Steve. Had your claws sharpened, Tabitha? The beach flies are loving it. The beach flies are bloody everywhere. Especially down by the beach. Excuse to go conker. Why do you need an excuse to go conker hunting? We are men. We are hunter-gatherers. Conkers are brilliant. We need more. We need more conkers. Imagine if it had been later in the year, Spencer come over. Show me something different. He'd be like, let's go and have a game of conkers. What? Go back home with smashed fingers. I can't play guitar for a month because I played conkers in England. What? New bickies available at the bar. No moths in the beard. You know, unfortunately, a bit too much bloody white though. No. If I could grow a full beard, I would do. But it would look very, very ginger and white. I'd look like Noel Edmonds upside down. What's conkers? It's horse chestnuts. The sort of the nutty thing, the seed, nutty big thing in it. We put string through them and smash each other with, or smash conkers together. Weird. If I can find a YouTube video, I'll send you it later. It's a rite of passage for schoolboys coming through in England. You play conkers with your mates and get your fingers broke. Jinxie, you are terrified of Frenchmen and also xenophobic. That's a disgraceful thing now. Talking about them like that. I should put you in limbo for that. Terrible. The beardy face thing, it was Men Expert. The whole Beard Club cedarwood. Have they got an entire cedarwood range? Oh man, I'm going to buy all of it. It is lovely. My face is a disgrace, obviously. So it's like putting glitter on a dog shit, but you know. At least it feels nice. They come in spiky green cases. They were bouncing off the car when I went to Ormskirk. All the trees down one side in Ormskirk were all conker trees. They were brilliant. Just caught one and used the glass and paper to catch a spider. Pira, or Pera, whatever you want to call it, would be proud. Thing is, though, you get them for the house spider, you catch them nicely, you put them outside, and then they freeze to death anyway, so... to just hoover them up, really. Kids are going mad with the conkers at present. It's just a never-ending cycle. Every generation passes it on to the next one. They're brilliant conkers. And you will learn. You will learn very quickly. Health and safety, you don't need that bullshit. Let kids learn by hurting themselves. Better than sniffing glue, definitely. Jackie has a spider catcher. You sent a picture of that, didn't you? A proper spider catcher, a proper one that you stick on the wall, do a little thing with it and it pings in. Looks after them nicely. Soaked in vinegar, of course. Baked in the oven. It's not a beard, I know. Looks like I fell over on the carpet after eating a jam butty, doesn't it? I can't grow a full one. I'm not really hirsute, to be honest with you. I haven't got a big hairy chest. My face doesn't really. I look homeless. That's the only problem. Bit like Billy Connolly when he talks about he looks like he's had a hair transplant. A head transplant, rather. You can put him in the most expensive suit in the world. He still looks fucking homeless. I'm the same. Domingo likes a spider, prefers a daddy long legs. He's a man of taste. A man of taste. Or a cat of taste. Conkers is definitely... It's a rite of passage here as well. I don't understand why it isn't. A conker tree's only grown in the UK. Because it should be... Just send them all around the world and tell people you don't need a PlayStation. Every autumn, pick these buggers up and then spend the next 6 months webbing shite out of each other's knuckles with them. Shoelace or garden twine. Ooh, kinky. Shoelace, obviously. I got scalped and shaved, looking fantastic. It's not overly scalped. It's still hair there, like. Too grey for me as well. I need more hats. I haven't got enough hats. How much longer left on the T-mill free postage? Plug. Tonight. Midnight tonight. That hasn't worked. I fucking hate this thing. Jackie's never sniffed glue. There is time. There is. You have availed yourself of the free postage. Oh, very nice. I want to spread the word far and wide. I am going to sort out the 8-mile radius birthdays on the back, hopefully, tour t-shirt as and when I can, because I think that's going to look fantastic. Pritt stick, yes, or a prick stick, as everyone called them in school. Which was then Naboo off the Mighty Boosh also called it a prick stick, so it wasn't just our school. BB also loved spiders. Is it because they catch them? If you left something that wasn't moving, they just look at it and go, oh, I'm not eating that, but if it's moving, I'm going to have a go with that. Ali, you start work on the 14th of October. Oh, go ahead, good stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. Got to be shoelaces, definitely. If you can get brown ones, even better, but if you can't, big, thick, chunky white ones. Charlie the cat likes daddy long legs. Your dogs look at them and think, yeah. Dogs would chase postmen. They're not interested in daddy long legs unless the postman has long legs and is a father. Conker trees in Ireland, just no snakes. It must be the UK and Ireland, because I don't know if they're anywhere else, and if they are anywhere else, why don't they play conkers with them? Scalped. You notice they never see me hatless. I have got hair. I just look shite. Pritt stick used by drag queens these days for the eyebrows, is it? UVH glue, any good? Is that the continuity UVH or, you know, the provisional UVH? Why is it every 3-letter acronym sounds like it should be somewhere dodgy in Northern Ireland? No one is more committed to peace than I and the UPVC windows. Tune on the Dukey. Bloodhound gang. Yeah, good luck with restarting work. It's going to be great. getting back into the swing of things. Yeah, why not draw them on? Seals your nostrils. Be careful. Yeah, the provisional UVH. I'd give in to their demands every time. They glue down the eyebrows. What? Use it to remove their own and paint over. That, unfortunately, must be a thing in Liverpool as well. Just every woman that you see walking down the street, anywhere between the ages of about 14 and 50, you can't put an age on them, but they've got Groucho Marx eyebrows, and they always look permanently shocked, as if someone's given them a punch in the mouth. Lip fillers, Botox, and these stupid bloody eyebrows. Pisses me off. Got eyebrows like Norman Lamont, trim them weekly. There's one for the kids. Norman Lamont, good shout. I like the fact that when you go to your barbers nowadays, us gentlemen of a certain age, they used to ask you about 10 years ago, do you want your eyebrows trimming? Now they just go quick, so you don't even get a chance. They understand that you look like shite. And then fairly soon it'll be in the ears and all kinds of stuff. All the terrorists like 3-letter names. It's charming. It is. It's a bit like Stop the Boats, isn't it? And Catch It, Bin It, Kill It, all that stuff. All the rule of threes works, whether it's with governments, comedy, or prescribed terrorist organisations. Lip fillers, I hate it. I've got a niece who's 20, just turned 20 in September, who gets lip fillers. What the fuck are you playing at? You're still a young girl. I hate the look, and I don't know who it's for. It's not for me really to say, because it's not my body, it's not my face, it's not my bloody choice. But this thing that they do in Liverpool girls, I hate the look. It's not for fellas, obviously. It must be just to impress each other, I'm convinced. Because when I was growing up, you used to get rich old women paying a fortune to try and look like young women and failing. And now you've got young women paying loads of money to look like rich old women, paying huge money to look like young women but failing. It's just be natural, man. Be normal. There's no need for it. And I'm not getting just for men either. I might dye it purple again, but I'm not going down that route. The face will stay as it is. Bollocks to it. To hell with the consequences. Thought they shaved their own off. They might do, but just not that. Ears are getting worse. I've got the owl, you know what I mean by that, don't you? Up the sneck and in the ears and all that stuff. Yeah, it looks stupid. Duck face as well. Everyone's doing the same thing in photos. Like everyone's saying, ooh. Like there's a really nice car going past. Ooh. You don't need to look like that. Blame Angelina Jolie. Women wanted lips like that. But hers look normal because they're natural. It doesn't look like... She doesn't look like she's been punched in the face. These girls coming through nowadays do. It's mad. Doesn't look great. Yeah, good knows what the filled lips will look like when it's no longer a thing. Will they have been stretched and go baggy? Like when someone huge loses a shitload of weight. Mad thing, fam. Kirsty. Bonjour la Kirsty. Yeah, it looks like you stick the lip-filled lips to a car window like a Garfield or a Mick Jagger. On you go. Yeah, Garfield is cute. Jackie's growing old disgracefully. It's the best thing to do. Own it, Jinxie. Just own it. You are what you are. You are your own special creation. Katie Price, oh man, how rough does she look nowadays? Hate having to go at women for this, like, but not my cup of tea. But she was a pretty girl, wasn't she, when she was in her 20s, and then all of a sudden it's just, when do you stop? At what point does the brain just say, no, do you know what? You've gone too far. Just stop. Chill. Go and have a cup of tea and a lie down or something. It is an individual choice. I don't understand it either. And I don't know, is there a section of lads in Liverpool who like that look? I don't know. How can you tell the difference? Everyone looks the same. It's like that fantasy fellas have always had about copping off with a pair of twins and having a three-way. What's the fucking point? They're exactly the same. Just go and shag one next to a mirror. There you go, sorted. Yeah, mad thing, fam. The provisional MTF, the continuity MTF. Lips down to the chins, it will be. They'll sound like turkeys, won't they? Gobbling, no, let's not go there. Jackie, you wouldn't know how to be disgraceful. Ali, she would. She is a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. Absolutely, Steve. Every Botox dose should come with a picture of Katie Price as a warning. Or Bowie, as one of the women in our work used to call it. Right, I won't be here this afternoon. I'm going to get me Bowie done. Fuck's sake. Rough as arseholes. Yeah, don't mention Katie Price. Seen a picture of her recently that you didn't need to see. Yeah, none of us needed to see that. When you see things like Israeli troops pull out of Jordan, I know she's been busy this weekend, hasn't she? Dreadful looking. It's horrible, isn't it? Or Pete Burns. Pete Burns was going for a particular look and knew it was going to look like a Barbie doll just hiked out of a house fire or something. Just same person. There's no difference, is there? It's a shame as well, because I say she was pretty when she was younger. Pete Burns was I don't know if you want to call him a handsome or pretty young fella. A striking young fella, even when he had the makeup on and what have you. Just watch You Spin Me Right Round on Top of the Pops. What's the point in going from looking like that to looking like, yeah, Cher after a house fire? We definitely need therapy. She also needed a shower, a steam clean, and everything else. Jordan on page 3 was very pretty. I know she's been heavily into substances and what have you, but there must be something just absolutely wrecks your head at that point, where you're not happy with how you look. This was going to form part of a video that I'm trying to make at one point. The love letter to the British seaside. And it's about comparing it to Hollywood leading ladies of like the 1930s, 40s and 50s and things. There was an actress called Gloria Graham. You might have seen her in that film, Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool. That was about her as well. Very, very pretty leading lady, but she always had this thing about her lips not being full enough, to the point where she'd stuff her mouth with cotton buds. And when she had to kiss leading men on the set, they were all disgusted. So why on earth, if you look as pretty as you do you worry about the way you look? You're still getting leading lady roles. You're still held up as a Hollywood beauty. But now, in her head, this is wrong. I need to get this done, that done, and that done. To the point where a career ended up just going by the wayside. Because maybe she needed someone talking to her, a psychologist, saying, you don't need to do this at all. Like, look at the poster for this film. Everyone loves the way you look. Just look and stay, all right, calm. Your body dysmorphia. You don't see what other people see. I think the same thing about seaside towns, whether it's Southport, Rill, Cromer, any of these ones. Victorian seaside towns, people look at them and say they're disgusting, they're horrible. They're not. They're gorgeous places. Absolutely gorgeous. We just don't take them for... we don't give them the respect they deserve. Southport's gorgeous, man. Newry is back in the news for being the top smugglers. Used to be red diesel, now it's Botox, man. Botox smuggling. Faded seaside glamour. That's what it's going to be about. It's all about... I mean, I've mentioned him before. Henry Turner, the landscape photographer, lives up in Morecambe. And he was talking about looking at places that you normally just drive past or walk past and seeing whether or not they can make a good photo. And the Chippy where he used to go when he was younger, actually looking at it, that's a lovely shot. You need to stop sometimes and have a quick look around you and see what things look like, genuinely look like. Pete Burns was fit on the Spin Me Round vid. Lovely. Lovely looking man. Lovely, lovely looking fella. But again, Louise, you're right. Body dysmorphia. They don't see what other people see, or they see something completely at odds with what they want to see, and no matter what you say to them, you just can't get around it. And I think possibly that's where... Will there be nobody in Katie Price's life, no family member who's willing to say to her, come on, we need to go and get some help with this because you're going too far. A lot of nurses have gone into aesthetics, definitely a money spinner. There was something on, was it yesterday or the day before it must have been during the week, about some fella who's not qualified but calls himself a lip fillery guru or something. And loads of women are getting ill because of it, because he's got no training. Because you don't need training to do it, apparently. It's horrific, isn't it? Fame does it. Fame also probably gives them body dysmorphia because they're constantly held up against this unattainable image of beauty. It's stupid, man. I hate it. For someone who's got an 18-year-old daughter, seeing her growing up and then constantly looking at TikTok or Instagram and things like that, that's not how people are supposed to look at all. You know, when she was 17, I'm thinking of getting lip fillers. No, you are not. You don't need them. Half-wit. Kirsty's mainly lurking. Lurking today. Not shaking, just lurking. Loads of beauty parlours opening. Yeah, offering Botox plus other stuff. It's horrific. Just say no. And if you're a parent, try and have that conversation with them.
Next.
Piggly Ding next. Who's up next? Who's working next? Who fancies a shift? Yeah, see someone pretty online. Exactly, Louise. Makeup tutorials and everyone wants to look exactly the same. Just, it's stupid, man. Especially for us, I suppose, isn't it? If we've come from that era of punk and things like that. Cheers, Tomash. We come from an era of punk where I know people did look similar because they all had the punk aesthetic, but they all tried to look different. Be a punk, but look as different as you can within that framework. Not everyone just look like it's copy and paste. It's stupid, man. Be your own self, and to thine own self be true. Peter Andre tried to help, but threw in the towel. I am not surprised. He must have had an absolute grueler with her. With his mysterious girl. Yeah, you seen some women were maimed by him. It was on ITV this week. My ma watches that all day long. That's shite. And women have ended up seriously injured because there's no qualifications and there's no licence that you need to do it. It's mad. The 33-year-old mother of 5 in Gloucester who died from a dodgy Brazilian bum lift. BBL. That's just... What is the point? Another woman's also died after getting her Jimmy Smith done in Turkey. The fucking hell's going on, man? Who's it for? Is that truly for herself? If it's something that you need to be able to get yourself through your day, then fair enough, but there's got to be better ways of doing it than that. Got to be. Yeah, someone needed to throw away that towel recently without a shadow of a doubt. Joust going all veg on the vid. It's lovely, that, wasn't it? We still won't dice out, despite a good point. A bucket or what? There was a van at the cricket serving boozy slushies. There was a High Peak Autos bought one of those AP things, the little motorbikey with the thing on the back. That had alcoholic slushies in it as well. People are blessed they don't look like you, Jinxie. Oh, behave yourself. Behave. Louise Frankenfurter, he had the eyebrows and the pout first. Not just that, he had the attitude as well. The dude with the tude. Carried it off, didn't he? Ah, ricey baby. Rice baby. A Time Walk cocktail. A Jinxie Jinxie Jungle juice. Fanta for Ali. Coke for Kirsty. Another saucer full of milk. Yes. Wish I could watch you mix it. Maybe one day we can do that. Anyone wants to mix a cocktail at home and send me the video, I will put it up on here. How's that? How's about that? How's about that? I am on the tea. I am on the Earl Grey. Off topic, but pink wafers aren't that pink anymore. That's not off topic, that's completely on topic. Botox and pink wafers. I see the similarities in that. There's a tangent, but there's also a connection. Saucer of cat milk for the catties. It's all in the shaking. Just a shake to the left. Put your hands on your hips and then pick up what you've dropped. Christina Aguilera is now singing to Jackie, "You are beautiful no matter what they say." Fanta with Pringles. You can have your Pringles, corn cocktail, salt and vinegar, very sour and chilli, or teddy salted. Or, alternatively, you can have some McNicky's knob jobs. Dip them in your tea, I dare you. Thank you for that, Mandy. Much appreciated. As always. You're aging terribly. Can't be aging terribly. If you're pure of heart and wise of spirit, you'll be fine. You can have the new snacks. And if you have a look on the bottom left, they are a particular shape. When you do a Hemingway daiquiri, sorry, why did I say daiquiri? That's Shakiri, it's doing that to me. Jadan Shakiri, Hemingway daiquiri, maybe for the US elections. You record the mix, just need some Ron. Stunning work. Up the knob jobs. They are lovely snacks. Of course, we've still got Jaffa cakes. Nick snacks. As well as cheesy moments. Cheesy moments. Scampi fries and bacon fries. They are the goat. Bacon fries are the goat of pub snacks for me. A Devil's Dinner Ploughman's. Spicy. Ninja Crisps. We've got loads here, man. Right, we'll start with the small one first. Jeff's Nuts. Ladies, prepare yourself. Proper Jeff's Nuts. So yeah, there's loads of them. Obnobs. Much enjoyed by the doggers, they are. You weren't expecting the picture to stay on. It's on. It's there. You are pure of heart. Her secondary school motto was one of the Beatitudes. Beati mundo corde. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall something. see God, inherit the earth, find a fiver. I do not know. Yeah. It'll be something, won't it? Be something. Man, these knitting knob jobs. Hang on. Snackage, knob jobs are back up. McNicky's knob jobs. In the full biscuit barrel. It's not a cookie jar, it's a biscuit barrel, alright. Scampi fries for Esther, no problem. Provisional BRB, continuity BRB for Ali. Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of the scampi fries. Even just having to pick the packets up of a night and throw them in the bin. Eesh. No bueno, man, no bueno. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. I remember that as a line from The Life of Brian, which may or may not have been recorded as part of my next thingy-majig from earlier. It was. Films is one of the next ones, and The Life of Brian is in there, just to let you know. Blessed are the Evertonians, for they shall know all human emotion, besides joy. Don't eat anything from the sea. There's a lot of people like that. I'm not a huge fan of seafood. Seafood. Especially when you think things like prawns. My sister will not entertain prawns. They just sit in the sea all day eating shite. Alright, fair enough. There are some behind the bar. Definitely some behind the bar. There you go. Scampi fries on the card. There. Yes, you expect that scampi fries are indeed vegan because there's nothing remotely connected to food in them. And that's a fact, Jack. All shellfish do, but it tastes so nice. They do just sit on the bottom of the sea, don't they? Eating shizzle. You're smelling something fishy about it. It can't be me. I'm fresh out the shower. With my tingly Davina McCalls and my cedarwood face. Love fish, especially sashimi, or what are they called, the white round things? Scallops. No, it's true. My ma had scallops for the first time. 72 this year she was. She had scallops for the first time two or 3 days ago. How can you get to that age and never have tasted scallops if you like seafood? Mad, isn't it? I used to get them when I went to the Chinese round here. With seaweed, which of course isn't seaweed at all. It's fried, greeny, cabbagey stuff, isn't it? But it's nice. With crushed dry roasted peanuts in them. There's something just gone weird, because all the lights are still on, but something just went a bit mad in my eyes. Obviously not. They're not vegan because of 2 ingredients, but they are suitable for vegetarians. There you go. You've never had scallops? Oh, mandy. They are lovely, even for someone who doesn't like seafood too much like me. I love scallops. And I would suggest if you ever go to the Isle of Man, make sure you get them there. They're called Queenies there in the Isle of Man. They are the best. Apparently they are the best you can get. The best a man can get. You've had potato ones, obviously loads of salt and vinegar, out the chippy. Do you know, for somebody who doesn't want to eat potatoes, I would snarl a absolute shed of potato scallops right now, lathered in vinegar. Sign me up for that. I will eat them. or fish and chips. But apart from that, I'm not really eating potatoes. I'm not even eating much fried food, so why on earth I'm saying I would eat fish and chips, I don't know. It's bizarre. You were in a Portuguese cafe one day with your mum and you had cabbage soup. It was lush. Do you know what? I'm not a huge fan of soups, but I can imagine you can make soup out of anything and make it tasty depending on how skilled you are. Doesn't have to be a huge amount of stuff in there. As long as you know what you're doing. Most soups I think you can make quite good. You're craving salty, vinegary potato scallops now. Am I talking about potato scones? I don't know. Is it like big thick crisps? That scallop, big chip, widely chipped, friedy chips, scallops. Goedenavond, Hadwig. Is that what you call them? Potato scones. Further up north. I waved earlier on. Did you see me? No, they wouldn't have done because even though I was parked in exactly the same place, you could not see any of the fells. Not a single one. You could barely see Blackpool. Barely. In Portugal, you must eat sardines straight from the sea on the barbecue. My dad loves them. And he goes to Portugal every year. He must have had his entire body weight full of them by now. Jack of potato, no. Mash, no. I'm just not eating any potatoes. And it's not to do with, I know Adam's mentioned carbs being a poison. It's nothing to do with that either. It's just that I don't like eating them at the moment. It's, don't know, it's just too heavy. Not a fan anymore. I don't like fried food. Potato scallops are fried in batter. Is that a regional name variation, or do you mean cakes or fowls, which you now also want? Right. Buy a thermos. Eat scallops. Not sponsored, but we should be. Scallops are lovely, usually leftover potatoes from the night before fried. We are talking food, we are talking lots of food. You're on the wrong side of Pendle Hill, otherwise you'd have seen me. So you're to the side of Pendle Hill. Alright. I'll get the camera on the pole and shove it up higher and throw a white flag on the bottom of it, just so I can show you. You had heavenly mud tonight. It was amazing. What's heavenly mud? Is that a run, or is that a face pack, or is it some kind of weird whiskey? What is it? Heart healthy as well. You talk to me dad. He's eating better. You never had scallops, Ali? I think you'd love scallops. Potato ones especially. Chroma crab. Scallops taste like escargot. I've never had snails before, but scallops are like. Heavenly mud does sound like a goose special, doesn't it? Like £9 a pot. Scone is 2 thick slices of potato filled with fish and fried in batter. So it's similar, but there's no fish involved in scallops. Potato scallops, anyway. Hemelse. Heavenly mud. Am I saying that right? Hemelse. It's Hemelse, isn't it? Hemelse. Yes, if the pink wafers are no longer pink, what colour are they? This must be a Brexit thing. It must be a Brexit thing. Why aren't they pink anymore? What are they? Are they a sepia? Listen to that song tomorrow, Dust My Broom. Chocolate mousse dessert. Right, heavenly mud. So it does sound like a goose special, doesn't it? Chocolate mousse is lovely, isn't it? Bit northern, euphemistic, like a Wigan kebab. So anyone who doesn't know what a Wigan kebab is, it's a pie in a barm cake, or a bap, or a roll. Let's not get involved in that. I pronounced it correctly. Thank you. I've been doubting myself recently, even though I've been doing very well on Duolingo. No artificial colours or flavours. Right, that's why it's not pink anymore. There's not many things in life that are pink. that you can squeeze for the colour. You can't, can you? Esther, you don't like pizza, burgers and ice cream. Loads of people like that. Jeff loves pepper. What's he going on about? Pink wafers are going to be peachy coloured. Is that what it is? Alright, not this song, the one before. I can't even tell you what the one before was now. Yeah, what's the point? You buy them for the E numbers. What's that old Frank Skinner joke on it? I was going to buy some European processed cheese, but there's too many E's in it. I like that one. It perfectly timed, that wasn't it, from Jeff? Which, considering no buttons were pressed, Jeff just came in there with foodage. How did he know? Without wanting to sound too much like Brittany Houston. Do things still have E numbers in them? Have we started back with the E numbers now that we're out of Europe? Is that what's happened? Right, so you've spoiled yourself. The better left in the nostalgia cupboard. Probably best thing to do then, avoid stuff like that. If you liked them in the first place, don't get involved. We have collective consciousness. We have individuals are now simultaneously thinking this wafer is not pink, it's peachy. And I don't mean peachy as in good. Peach Panther biscuits don't have the same ring. They don't. It's horrific. Leave them as they are, man. There's got to be a way of making them pink without having to use an orange juicer on a lobster or something. It's got to be easier. Jeff is AI, or is that like is that London slang? Jeff is like I, not I'm talking about, bruv. Blood fam. Nostalgia ain't what it used to be. Damn right. We've always had E numbers, we just use the proper names now. Is that what it is? Instead of calling it E227, we call it emulsified pig piss or something. I don't know. I'm not a chef. It's weird, isn't it, when you think about the stuff that we put into our bodies, either knowingly or unknowing. Like all those people that were drinking Sunny D and then turned orange. That would be a selling point now, wouldn't it? If they could do that now, they would make a fortune. Lip fillers, Botox, Sunny Delight sorted. Beetle blood, yeah, we used to use it to make a lot of stuff pink and red. Cochineal. We used to use all kinds of mad stuff, didn't we? Surprised we made it through as a thing, a race, a being. Jeff controls AI. Jeff is AI. AI is Jeff. He controls it. There is no one without the other. Jeff knows these things. Yeah, not quite a dad joke. Some of the Gladys Street videos from yesterday could replace the dad joke clip in the same place as well. The flicked middle fingers and V's are a sight to behold. There was someone from another football club, a fan of another team, who's a Man City fan. Love Everton fans. They're the way all fans should be. And then looking down through the thread, there was no phones being held up, just people flicking the V's, the finger and wanker signs, all doing it. Add Sunny D to your list of things you now want. Sunny D and pink wafers. How do you don't want to turn orange? It's your least favourite colour. Hup orange. I know a lot of Dutch people hate orange, which is very, very unfortunate, isn't it? Considering everything is orange, including carrots, which never used to be orange. They used to be purple, but they were bred to look orange because of the Dutch royal family. True story. You couldn't spell it, Louise. It's okay, I got there. I recognised that. I recognised it. The Welsh for red is goch, which mutates to coch, cochineal. So, Crib Goch, which is a famous peak. What would you call it? It's a peak, but it's also like a razor thin part of a mountainy thing. What the hell did he call them? Ridge. That's the word I'm looking for. People get caught up there and trapped because they can't get back down because their arse suddenly goes. Crib Goch. Jaggy, you cooked up Tesco finest black pepper sausages tonight. The fat that came out could have cooked chips. It was absolutely disgusting and put you right off. Don't be dissing Tesco. And don't be dissing black pepper or Jeff will be on you. Sunny D doesn't taste the same anymore. Oh, man. Cochineal are the aphids that pink food colour comes from. Yeah. If you say beetle blood 3 times, does Jeff appear? Either that or Paul McCartney turns up in North London. Kev, how you doing, bud? How's things? Sausages, fun-filled bags of mystery. We were talking about that earlier on, weren't we? You can have your fun-filled bags of misery in Turkey, but apparently they explode and you're away. Emulsified offal tubes. Was that what they called them in Yes Minister? Which made them sound disgusting. You want to be awake for 3 days and the smell colours, man. Orange, definitely so in your face. On King's Day and whenever Donald Trump appears on TV. So you quite like a greasy sausage. They have definitely got the time and place greasy sausages, haven't they? Don't ever buy them. It's a Ridge. I thought it was. It's a Sophie. Sorry for missing your live yesterday. I couldn't watch it either because there was boxing on from Liverpool. Nick Ball was defending his world title. He's about 5'2" or something, a little tiny lad, but Jesus Christ. The fella he was in against has been in with all kinds of world famous, hang on a sec, world famous boxers. You can prepare by fighting slick Americans or teak tough Mexicans all day long. Nothing will prepare you for a little scouse narc. Nothing did prepare him. He got webbed back into the canvas. Barnsey, how you doing, bud? Sunny day is disgusting. But it's a very, very cheap way of getting yourself orange. How do you want it? Pinot Noir? Oh, very. I like it. I like a Pinot Noir. A nice Pinot Noir. Very smooth, I find. My dad's just been given a nice bottle of Chateauneuf de Pape as well. My mate used to run a bar in Liverpool called the Ethical Glass. And he used to have Chateauneuf de Pape in there, and he'd give it to us at trade prices when we were in there. I love that place. Downstairs. Over the road from the Croc. Lovely place. Not there anymore, unfortunately. Food everywhere here. Those tablets you can buy under the table to turn you orange. This is more. To be very careful talking about this with someone from Northern Ireland. When you say turn you orange, if you overdose on them, do you start then playing drums and things? That's what happens. You want a purple juice since a little birdie told you that carrots were purple. They used to be. You can still get purple carrots, but they were bred, specifically bred to be orange, in homage to the Dutch royal family. Carrots naturally are not orange. You've got purple summer carrots and yellow winter ones in your garden. much more natural, probably full of flavour, better for you. Probably we need to bring these things back, don't we? Don't try and make everything look the same, homogenised. You don't need everything to look, what was it, bendy bananas and straight cucumbers and all that. You just, however they grow, that's how you should eat them. You know people who take them. What? Why are people taking pills for stuff like that? Definitely can't be healthy. But then again, look at Trump. Same thing. I want to look tanned. If you want to look tanned, go and get a tan. People do not turn orange from a bloody tan. Not even me. I might turn lobster pink for a while. But, you know, it's never orange. Mandy, one of your cousins turned orange from eating everything with copious amounts of tomato ketchup. But he was loved in restaurants. Yeah, they existed already in orange before Willem de Zwijger, but they were popularised by the Dutch. They were already orange, but the ones that were purple and the ones that were white and the ones that were yellow were no good. Start breeding the orange one more and more and more until they become sort of standardised. But it was done for the Dutch royal family. I can't think of any other foods where the entire world is now eating them in one colour or one shape or size or whatever it is, just because of a way of saying thank you to the royal family. It's mad, isn't it? Jackie, you never knew a carrot could be purple. Now you do, man. We always learn something on this stream. Always, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, Joust making love to the carrots. Would he have done that if they were purple, though? Or would he have just ran away? Got your final courgette from the plant in the garden. Wouldn't pass any supermarket quality control, but the supermarket quality control is what's killing things like that. Eat them the way they're supposed to be. Was it a barbershop courgette? Very dark purple, almost black. Almost turned into Johnny there, didn't I? Tesco do heritage carrots. I know, but you pay twice as much for them to be the way they're supposed to be now. Yeah, there's a short up on Kirsty's channel of Joust being very Barry White with the carrots. Victoria Sponge. Oh, why'd you mention Victoria Sponge? I want a Victoria Sponge, you know. So carrots came out of tins. Oh, man.
Piggly ding. Next.
Who's next behind the bar? Heritage, that's the one. That's what we are now as well, as fans. We're heritage fans. The ones that were there before the Premier League, the ones that don't give a shite about all this rubbish that they're trying to do, are they heritage fans? Yeah, we go to the pub, leave at 5 minutes before kick off, fly in, watch the game, disappear and don't spend any money. Heritage fans. Domingo has been a bit frisky of late. Let's get it on. Come across purple and yellow ones in work. They're natural, it's the way they're supposed to be, man. But I think can get you some that make you feel like an orange, and I bet they're cheaper. They sound very appealing. Cats can't see purple and orange, they see more in yellow, grey shades. Alright. It's weird, isn't it? I watched the programme on how eyes evolved in different creatures. Just because lots of things are red to show you that they're dangerous. So that your eyes had to adapt to see what was red, so you didn't eat it. Red is dangerous. Stay away from red. Cats are AI as well. Cat's eyes, obviously. Joust should have his own channel. He should. Joust TV. I'd watch that. You're convinced your cat's favourite colour is blue. Are they constantly staring in awe at the walls? Just nodding like sagely. This is a fantastic colour. Look at this. Yeah, more shorts to joust, or both. Like Christmas Helen's speciality Victoria sponge, that would go down a treat, mate. That would go down a treat. Maybe you can see blue too. Yeah, they're buzzing off the kitchen there. Your cat's favourite toy mouse is blue. How do you get right? So it's something that piques their interest, it tickles the pickle. Your wardrobe is 99% blue, so Domingo has little choice. Is it petrol blue though, Thomas? Is it petrol blue? More cat spam in general. Internet was invented for cat spam. I am still convinced. I've said this before and I'll say it again. My name's Nick. Now hang on though. Everyone's going about Mr. Beast. You should be more like Mr. Beast to get views. There's 2.7 billion users, monthly users on YouTube. 2.7 billion per month. He's getting 20 odd million for a video. That means the majority of people aren't watching Mr. Beast videos. What they are watching is cat videos. Someone gives their nan a phone and goes, yeah, get on that. What's that? YouTube. What can I do with that? You can sit and watch videos. Yeah, there's a cat video. And I just sit and watch a cat video, and the next recommended one is another cat video. And they will sit there for 27 days. This is brilliant, this. That's what people watch on YouTube. Cat videos. If you have a cat, put it on. You'll make a mint. Joust's favourite colour is a colour you hate. Is that on purpose? Pink. Pink mouse. You are spoiled, Steve, you are. Spoiled by our Helen. But deservedly so. Spoiled in a nice way, I think. At work, Everton, and an inability to coordinate blue, blue and blue. You don't get a cake, what? Ali Ali-o. Go on then, you can get behind the bar again. We need Piggly Bing. Oh no, hang on, no. Just seeing that at the bottom. You've been on. Jackie's going on. Jenksy behind the bar. Sodas. One of the first videos on YouTube was of a cat. I am convinced, right, absolutely convinced that's the case. And none of them have got a thumbnail on. It's just a blurry picture of a cat from the video. And the title and the thumbnail and the SEO and all the tags that you put on there is just my cat. That's it. And these are watched by about 6 billion grannies who are sitting there watching them all day long. That's how you make pure wedge. Pure Dwayne Eddy's la. Getting rid of it and getting him a blue one. 50 shades of blue. Petrol blue is the one to go for. Blue shoes as well. Got to watch out with blue shoes though. You need to have a very good aim to wear blue shoes. That's all I'm saying. You've got a song for me to check out, Ali Ali-o. It's called My Girlfriend Pussycat. I'll wait until we're off this before I put that into Google. Just in case. You're away to the Lakers snug while you get yourself sorted for work tomorrow. I need to sort the snug out, don't I? Where the workers go to Sheikh and then Lakers. You got the workers, Sheikhs and Lakers. Stick it in the wash with a pair of jeans. Good thinking, unless all your jeans are black, of course. You do not want a black mouse, that'll look mental. Song is by Richie Kavanagh. My girlfriend has a pussy, a lovely pussy cat. I will check it out. The Funk Soul Brother. Cat grannies. You only watch cats 24/7. Yes, there's cat grannies everywhere. Cat grannies can be from age 14 to 328. Ping pong ball in a toilet bowl works. That's got a real good rhythm to it. I like that. Some Roberto Martinez brown brogues for work, of course. You're at a funny age for shoes, too old for trendy trabs, too young for other things. And ultimately, with small feet and limited choice, you can always just get away with a pair of Clarks. That and a nice coat will take you far, apparently. Trendy trabs are shite anyway, which is why I was seeing Plinkety Plink on Twitter going on about them. Adidas, are they okay? Are they sound? Are they try hard? I don't mind me Adidas stuff. What I can't stand is Nike 110s and all that stuff. The things that make us, they look like kids have drawn them. No es bueno, man. And be thankful that you've got small feet. Big uns aren't that smart. Size 11s. Mine are only small at size 11. My nephew's a size 14. Can only ask how to Muggle to turn round. Yes, Kirsty, we're going to need a video update at least twice a day when you get the kitten. And we will bully you senseless if you don't. Just telling you now. What's your favourite Richie Kavanagh? The count 1, focal 2. And they're going to take no focal no more. What to see? Clarks do nice shoes, they do. And you can get away with wearing them because they're not trainees, they're not boots, they're not try hard. You can wear them at a certain age. You can wear them fairly young, to be honest. Kids wear them to go to school. Kids. Youngish lads do. 14, 15, 16 will wear them. And then our boys in the 50s will wear them as well. So you can wear them at any range, I think. It's going to arrive while you're in Italy or just after you get back. You are digging your Hummel trabs at the moment. Your Hummel webs, what's going on? What about Kanye West shoes? Kanye West? Oh, man. He's from Glasgow, by the way. He's got 2 younger brothers. Would you and did you? Kanye, would you? Did you? No, nothing like that. I hate them. Absolutely hate them. Do we have a name? You're old. What our trabs are? Training shoes. Trainers to some people. Trainees where we are. Webs, trabs, wheels. Yeezys. Not wearing Yeezys. I'm not a rapper. Fuck that shit, man. Size 14 should be getting them to join the Marines. You should get them to do something. Oh, well, I didn't see that.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Level 20. Yes, I think it did come from Adidas Trim Trab, which are absolutely fantastic stuff if you can get them, but they're very expensive now, the originals. Trabs, webs. Blair even did a song about them, didn't he? I've got Trim Trab like the Flash Boys have. Runners. See, I can't get away with that. People who call them kicks or sneaks as well, I try and ban them as soon as I can. I've got a zero tolerance policy for shit like this. If you call trainees kicks or sneaks, I'm getting worse for it as well on YouTube. If I'm watching like YouTube advice and people start talking about a niche rather than niche, off. Not having it. Can't be bothered to say the word niche correctly. I'm not listening. To fuck with you. Simple as that. Oh, you want the Beckenbauer all-round reissue? I had a pair of them Beckenbauer all-round. Man, they were gorgeous. I've also got a pair, in the other room, I think, of OG Power Phase, or Power Phase OG, grey things. The most comfy trainees I've ever had in my life. They were gorgeous, man. Man, these got flip-flops. Does that count? Are they flip-flops? Proper flip-flops? Sliders? Flip-flops? I think you can get away with flip-flops. And the reason why, all the women that go to entry races for the Grand National meet on Ladies' Day will all go in ridiculously expensive shoes, you know, Jimmy Choo, Louboutin, all that stuff. And they will buy a pair of £5 flip-flops on the way out. Merseyrail got them branded as well, haven't you? Branded Merseyrail flip-flops. They'll all wear them on the way home, so everyone wears flip-flops. You get away with that. I'll let you get away with that. I haven't levelled up in ages, man. It's because you're at level 90. Next time you level up, Mark King's going to have to turn up and play bass for you. Jagger, you never heard those names. You never lived, man. Niche. I despise it. You got to find out what's in your niche, man. Fucking niche. There's one lad he calls it niche and niche and mixes between the two. You were there, you almost had it, you got it right. Why are you going back to that? You suppurating dickbag. Also, English car dudes calling cars a coupe. It's not a fucking coupe, it's a coupe. There's a thing at the end, an accent over the E. It's a coupe. It's a Frenchy word, a word from France. Coupe. Got a pair of Beckenbauers that must be 15 years old. They must be. I'm sure that's when I got them as well. What, 15 years ago. Still hanging on. You're doing well there, kid. Are they designer flip-flops, Mandy? What do you call a Frenchman in sandals? Philippe Philip. Flip-flops are a good weapon. You're slapping people with them. Am I on Messenger? I am. You mean the Facey Messenger? The Delroy Facey Messenger? Sparkly black sequined. Now you are talking. They're not designer. They are proper. You're talking RuPaul flip-flops here, aren't you? How do we consider buying barefoot shoes? They seem to be a big thing at the moment, don't they? Trying to find less ugly ones. Your ma's still probably lethal with a Dr. Scholl from 3 feet. Man, why did you bring that up? Why did you bring that up? And you, Louise, why did you bring that up? Scouse Mars or Merseyside Mars in general always wore Scholls, which was basically just a fucking block of wood, wasn't it, with a strap over the top of it. Man, they were evil with them as well. No wonder the Germans never invaded. They got as far as Dover and went, bollocks to this. To head backwards. Despite the fact that Dr. Scholl was German. You are to blame for this. Louise, no, she does. I'm right, she does. That's my age is about 12 to 14, whatever it was Dr. Scholl's shoey things and board dusters. Constantly ducking out the way of those fucking things. Dr. Scholl's are cute with the little heel. They're not cute when they're flying past your head. Hope you have less pain in your ankle then. Well, fingers crossed for you. Thumbs held if you're in Sweden. Gingers crossed if you're dyslexic. Louise, you fancy some of those, but you have to have a half-inch heel minimum. Oh. You got the Woolworth slippers used as a weapon. See, no matter where you're from, it might be slightly different, but there's always still the same fucking things. You need a license for the heel. A dangerous weapon. They are, man. Yes, I've seen your flip-flops. Flippity floppities. You sent me a song on a messenger. Right, I have it. I will give that a go later on. Donkey Sean. Flip-flops are called thongs in Australia, which is just stupid. I've got sand in me thong. No wonder you're pissed off, mate. Why are you wearing a thong? Bizarre. Yes, at least you're not Australian, and now we know why. Shaz your fucking thong, mate. This is hive mind. Very, very hive mind. From Jeff, Jeff with his pepper. Oh, man. Almost choked myself there. Very confusing how the week it is. Your ma's a black belt, 17th dan in footwear. My ma's got a black belt in cooking. Kill anyone with one chop. Ours is the only house in the street where the bin bags of our ulcers, all that stuff. Are we having that as a dad joke? I think we are, aren't we? Black belt, 17th dan in footwear, we're having that. Jesus. To be more confusing, you have the word string and panty in Dutch, which means something different than in English. Language is confusing in general, but even more confusing if you both speak the same language in theory. I mean, English in England or English in Britain versus English in America or English in Australia. It's sort of the same, but not. Some of the stuff is just bizarre. Yeah, the first time you heard a person say they need to put the thongs on to go for a walk. It's just mad, isn't it? It's like I need honey tea. I need to not inhale while I'm drinking, unfortunately. Flip-flops wouldn't hurt. They wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt the same way that a Dr. Scholl would, which is with weight and angles, bang. But they sting. There you go. Just read that there, man. They sting, don't they? They proper sting, and they will leave a little welt mark on you. I'm saying that, but it never really happened to me because I was a good boy. I'm a good boy, me miss. I behaved myself. I was never in trouble. I was too much of a good boy. My teachers loved me. Well, you are slightly disruptive at times, but you are funny, to be fair. Cheers. Did you do a training in Spain? The training in Spain caused you lots of pain. Yeah. Birkenhead, far worse, Birkenhead. That is a nutty place. Genuinely crazy place. The same place where all the WWF wrestlers were in the pub that day. Such a strange thing to happen. And we're looking slightly concerned about the people that were in there, the regulars. So it kicks off. These wrestlers are not going to stand a chance against the bagheads selling cheese and batteries and PlayStation 1 games. No chance. He's very confused till he realised they were talking about flip-flops. It's strange, it really is. As I say, the English language, we have it in common, but it also divides us at times. Like Mr. Beast, someone should have told Mr. Beast what that means in England. You don't want to be a beast in England. Genuinely. You found a laptop charger? Go ahead. Was it hidden? Had it been joustified? Do parents still use shoes as weapons of ass description? They must do. Like I said, I was a good boy. I was sound. That's an urban myth about them having shoes in Birkenhead. They haven't. They've got cloven hooves in Birkenhead. Used to work with a girl, funny enough, called Mandy, who was from Wallasey. And because she kept on going on about it, I'm from Wallasey. So we kept on saying, oh, she's from Birkenhead. I'm not, I'm from Wallasey. And the more she go on, and more and more and more. It's Wallasey, not Birkenhead. That's what we said, Birkenhead. We started introducing it to people as, this is Mandy from Birkenhead. I hate you lot. Well, you shouldn't have been so pissy about it, Mandy from Birkenhead. Don't show anybody any weakness, otherwise they will just go for it. Louise used a naughty step now. I'll go and sit on a naughty step. Not good enough. Start pinging Dr. Scholes off the back of the head. They'll soon stop being little knobheads. The sound of a flip-flop whack is worse than the pain. It is. And it just gives you that thing of, oh, ow. I don't want that again, just in case the pain equals the sound next time. Just in case. Wallasey, there is grim. But she preferred that to Birkenhead. I'm not from Birkenhead, I'm from Wallasey. My postcode is, everyone's like, we're not interested, you're fucking Birkenheader. Stop it, will you? But it's nice, the Wirral. There's some nice places. I mean, there's some absolute lunatic places, but there is some nice places over there. It's not as bad as people make out. There's just a very, very thin minority of absolute psychos over there who are very, very enthusiastic about being out and about. But then that happens everywhere, doesn't it? Breck Road being exactly the same. The charger was underneath the things Joust knocked over, hiding things out the way of you. It was in a very tight spot, but it's out now, you've got it. They should make these things fluorescent green or something. Grim Up North is indeed a tune, man. Proper tune, man. In the area. Chewed or unchewed? Did he have a right good go at it? Unchewed, luckily. Got away with that one. Need a little canvas bag for your chargers. Get it out the way. And leave it hung up somewhere if you can. It is Sunday though, isn't it? Let's have a look and see what's happening. Demons against climate change. What the bloody hell is that on the sign, Jeff? Demite cringe. What? Just call me Hugh Jeffner. Well, Nick won't buy one. I will buy a smoking jacket at some point. Get off me case, you absolute bell. Although I prefer the Emperor look. If that is a powerful look, I would go for that myself. Why is Jeff having a pop because I won't buy a smoking jacket? Sake. Thought me and him was buds. Obviously not. Thought you're keeping stuff in a drawer now, Kirsty. You will have to. Out of the way. I'd look good in one. A smoking jacket. I've got the silk scarf, haven't I? I could get away with that. The silk scarf, a nice, a toned down smoking jacket to go with the nice scarf. I'd go for it. I think he looks well. Jeff does look well when he's less demonic and more, I don't know, more cheekbony. It's difficult to make him less cheekbony, less demonic though, and more cheekbony because AI in it. Aye. You like the Emperor look. Yeah, he's got a certain vibe to it, that I think. I'm not sure I could get away with the Emperor look. I might get away with a smoking jacket though. Could I tie the belt though? No. You need two hands to tie a belt. You don't think these things through, do they? Jeff can be rather charming. He can. And also quite chiselled when he wants to be. When he gets his nuts out. A cravat. Have you not seen my scarf, Louise? Have you seen my my scarfy scarf I've got? I've got a lovely silk scarf. Not a cravat, it's a silk scarf. The Emperor look was class, it was. Got a vinyl record case thingy for the... oh, very nice. I've got one of them somewhere, have I? No, I haven't. I had two of them. I give one of them to my nephew and I give one to my daughter, which she took full of records from mine, just to see if they fit. Who the fuck is Alice? With a clip-on cravat. I've got a nice scarf, silky blue. Silky blue, it's lovely. Is it paisley? It's paisley-ish, isn't it? It's got little dotty things on. They look nice. Chiselled, you ain't looking at Jeff's face, you pave. Not surprised how he is looking. Man of marble carved of granite is our Jeff. Men want to be him, women want to be with him. Anting. Filth. You were looking at his nuts, weren't you? He's not a piece of meat, you know. Filth. He's definitely fit. Unfortunately, he gets the horn too often. Normally one there and one there. Louise, you were looking at his nuts too. Filthmongers. Oh, hang on.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Jeff's nuts just got you levelled up. How's about that then? How's about that then? It's going up, it's going up, it's there. The only way is up. Brr, brr. On the nuts. I wonder, could I? I could probably print that, couldn't I? Although would that'd be A3, wouldn't it? I wonder if I could print on card. Imagine that for merch. Just sending out peanuts to people on a Jeff card. I'd be encouraging women to start eating unhealthy though, wouldn't I? Wouldn't be too good. It's quite mild tonight. Are we on about the weather or the filth? It's quite mild. Got the window wide open. It's nice. It's an acceptable weather, I think. And it stopped raining, man. Bit of madness. Under a house. Couldn't see half the messages toggled. Don't forget that if you don't see that, if it doesn't move, toggle. Go from live to top to live again. Otherwise, you know. It's been raining all day, very lightly. It was alright. It was sunny earlier on today. Up at north. Up north. Just a picture would do you thanks. I think I can provide that. Weather is filthy. Filthy. Warm heart, weren't you told at school? Cold hands, warm heart. Would that mean vice versa? Warm hands, cold heart. Is that what it is? Meant to have a thunderstorm. I thought we were as well at one point. It was supposed to rain from about midday onwards, but it got to 6, half 6 before it started, which was nice. Which was nice. The cream's working. Definitely working. You can also use natural yogurt, of course. After the initial sting, it works lovely. Just make sure you don't cock it up and throw a Muller Crunch corner in there, because you'll be picking bits of crunch out there for weeks afterwards. With or without nuts, Louise, with or without. Bit of both. You will not believe how difficult it was trying to get hold of a pic like that, because apparently AI doesn't like producing anything that looks remotely pervy. It's mad, isn't it? It's made, man. It's made. AI does some very strange shizzle. Genuinely. I'm going to push a button in a minute. Because it's like that. And that's the way it is. Huh. Just doing a clicky thing. Yeah, I know you made the pic. I tried to make something similar to it, Mandy, and you can't. It's an absolute pain in the ass. Trying to make things where it's not even disgusting. It's not filth or anything. It's just Jeff being Jeff. It's just strange. You can't do them. You don't like it? You don't like it? It's already crunchy. Oh, man. Bulk, as you lot call it. Is AI just on YouTube? AI is everywhere. It's in your phone. It's in everything. You're having trouble with the AI songs. You just can't. It doesn't want to be used for hardcore Barry Orn, so it just gets a bit silly about things. A blue demon shirtless to the waist. Sorry, we can't do that. Fuck's sake, alright. So you have to make it out of a Fabio style pic that you made blue and added Jeff's face to it. Because that you can do that. Try going into Leonardo.ai or something like that. What, I put something in last week I wanted to do.
Next.
I put something into AI last week, not even remotely filthy. And it just wouldn't come up with it at all. So why, Delilah? I don't know, it's gone now as well. Look, we have got an 8-mile radius pic. Live in Toronto in 1972. That doesn't look like 1972. I think it looks like the when they got back together. There you go. Sensitive content is available only to premium users. There was nothing premium about it. Balance. Cray. And not in a good way. Was it Fabio that was on a roller coaster and got hit in the face with a seagull? It was him. It was actual Fabio. And there's blood all over his face and he got off. And then had to undo his shirt, obviously, didn't he? Fabio. The chicks love that, do they? Is that what they love? Long-haired, chiselled gentlemen who look like Afghan hounds. Is that what they want? Is that what you really want, is it? I wasn't going to say anything about a roller coaster. I knew what you meant. Jackie, you don't know anything about AI. Lots of what you see is AI. Right? It can be very, very good. It's very handy for someone like me who has got no artistic talent whatsoever when it comes to painting or drawing. And to create things for a stream using AI is very handy. But it's also a ball ache because of stuff. There's different AI song makers there are. Try different ones till you find the one you like. There's Suno, there's Udio, which is a really good one. Udio's fantastic for doing trip hop, sort of Massive Attack and Portishead style music, and superb at doing prog rock stuff. One live of yours says copyright. You can sign into it through the studio if you do so on the website, and then it'll tell you what's wrong. You might be able to just, if it's a noise or a sound, you can edit it out. AI will get rid of the music for you. If it's something that shouldn't have been on screen, you can then just edit out a little bit of it. So you don't have to worry about that. It might also be, if it's up for copyright, it might just say you're all right. It's not a warning, but if you do get monetized, whoever owns the copyright will take the money from you, which I wouldn't mind at all. If I was doing something that was someone else's material and they wanted to take the money, go ahead. Help yourself. Just don't block the channel. Don't delete everything. And let me know in future, and I won't use any of your stuff. Esther, you don't know either two. You're not a boomer. You're an X. You're a Gen Xer. We know these things as Gen Xers. We got in there. We design most of this stuff. Who's Fabio? Jeff's dealer. The Mills and Boone bare-chested hero. Long hair. There's always a breeze coming from in front of him. Got quite a few Mills and Boone. Do they still exist? Who does not? I haven't got a clue. Just have a look, Kirsty, and then if there's any problem with it, let me know and I'll talk you through it. But it should be straightforward, you know. I had a copyright, not a strike, a copyright notice on one of my lives. There was no deal with it whatsoever, so it's ain't no thing but a chicken wing, etc. They do still exist. We need more music. We have got more music. I just need to update the thing, don't I? I think I need to update it. Drag the playlist back into Spotify with more on it. I also need to change that. There's a better way of doing it, apparently. I will try it. I was looking earlier on, but I didn't have time to have a fiddle with it, so to speak. If the pic has a bloke that looks like Jeff, it's Fabio. Long blonde hair. Am I going to make podcasts? I'm not. I don't think I've got enough to say to make podcasts, to be honest with you. It was all right on Spotify doing the music ones because I could talk for a couple of minutes, then play an entire song, and then start again. But I am doing the Reason the Rhyme 5s, which is sort of from the podcast onto YouTube. Done 2 of them already. I'm recording the next 2 as we speak. I like doing it, actually. It's interesting to talk about stuff like that. We Gen X have got a lot to answer for what we have. We've designed a hell of a lot of stuff. And like I've got my nephew's 23 this year, my niece is 20, my daughter's 18. They can never do anything technical, it's always me. Well, you know how to do these things. Well, yeah, of course I know how to do these things. We invented the bleeding things. How do you know about PlayStation? Who the fuck do you think invented the PlayStation? It was a Gen Xer. How's everyone with the work and the fur babies, Hadwig? Jinxie, you're a technophobe. Not everyone has to be into tech stuff, but it's good if you can be, because it helps. Kirsty, you were born in 88, you have no idea what generation you are. Will that make you... I don't think that's millennial. I think, what is that? 88. Ali, you were 78. Gen Xer, man. Yeah, we'll do an Everton podcast, me and Thomas. The world needs another one. It does. It needs a proper one. One where people talk genuinely like people in the pub talk. Welcome to the podcast. So, Anthony Gordon. Oh, a rat, lad. He's a rat. People have watched that. I talk for 3 hours straight on here. I do, but I have a thing called live chat where people talk, and it really helps. I then react to what's in the chat and also to whatever's on my mind. To be able to sit for an hour just making stuff up or talking about something in general on my own. Who else is going to be with me on a bloody podcast? Just me on my own again, isn't it? Your young rooster is kicked out of the hen house by your old rooster. He has to sleep outside now. If you're going to come for the ping, if you're going to come for the piddly ping, you best not miss. What have I done there? Can't see a thing now. Bloody eye. Is it millennial? Needs a new home. The old one won't tolerate it much longer. Nature, man. Man, these old school tech, which means you could make Jeff and AI couldn't. Gen X getting in there, sorting shit that the newer generations can't do. Kirsty's going to Google what generation she is and we'll be right back. No problemo, man. The Google generation. You could do 3 hours on Anthony Gordon's hair. To be fair, I think I could as well. A lot of it, though, would be cut. Because there's certain words that you can't really use on YouTube. Anthony Gordon. The man who put the N in haircut. That kind of thing, you know what I mean? He's horrific. Absolutely horrific. With a capital fic. Who's next behind the bar anyway? Who's next? Our Jinxie's been on. Who's doing a shift? He might move to the forest. He's already free to pick up on the internet for a month. There's lots of things being picked up on the internet for a month, isn't there? You're Gen X, but who decides this? The man does. The man decides. Each generation gets given a name. Ali, back down there. So the boomers were after the war. We came next, Gen X, as in nothing was expected from us. We were the best though, Gen X. And then we went and us and the boomers went and ruined it for everyone else. What? Free university plus a grant, cheap housing, plentiful employment. That will not do. Make them have stupid degrees that they can't use, leaving £30,000 in debt. They'll never be able to afford a house. Fuck them. Oh, hang on. Louise will go next. I never saw that. Where are you? Where are you? You. There. I didn't see that. I can see it now. Sorry, Louise. You're there. I'm having that. There you go. You're there. The chat is bouncing again, isn't it? Just ding ding and they come. Dilly-do. The age borders are different. Who made these up? The man. The man made them up. It'll be sociologists within the government sociologists. Thank you, Louise. Thank you. Might have to use that, you know. If people want to get behind the bar, they might have to put their hands up so I can see them. Saying that'll be no good if people put their hands up and it doesn't appear in the bloody chat because it's just, you know what I mean, pain in the ass. Coke for Ali, pint of cider, pint of screech for Jinxie. What feckin' man? The people in charge, the government. The government have to have things to put people in, don't they? Everyone needs to be part of something so they can slag them off. It's them, it's the X's who caused all this, alright, yeah. It's the millennials, it's their fault. Ding. Each one's got to have a new one coming along. so we can talk about which generation's which. So the man in charge, the government man in charge. Doggies are up now. I'm going to send them into the garden while you look for your shoes. Having about it? Oops, just caused trouble there. Gen X, no money, no work and too much time on our hands. That's how you design things. That's how things get invented. When you've got no work and you've got loads of time on your hands, you work things out. If we'd have had this years ago, Gen X, if we'd have had that, nothing would have been invented. If we'd have had that, that wouldn't have been invented. But we didn't, so we invented stuff. We made things work. You could throw a Gen Xer onto a desert island and we'd be sound. We'd live. We would not just survive, we'd thrive. Harwich, wel te rusten, tot straks. And thank you for a lovely evening as well, as always. Yeah, we wouldn't just survive, we would thrive. There'd be a boat turn up to save you, and when they got there, what's that? Oh, it's a library. There's only you living on a bloody island, yeah, but you know, gotta have some civility, haven't you? There's a coffee shop over there. And also there's a wheel, countdown wheel, do 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 do, all that stuff. Surprise me, Louise, as long as there's alcohol in it. There's a t-shirt waiting to be made, Mandy. Would survive with Tesco, unless they're selling fucking shitey sausages. Don't put up with it. TNS, man. Take no shit. Continuity TNS. Provisional TNS. I never went today. I have enough wine. Wine. Why is it always wine? And me fodder from yesterday. So I didn't need to go. And then I missed out on me walking anyway, so I had to go on a treadmill when I get home because, you know, I'm an idiot. I went for a wander, I stopped, I filmed, but I never went for a walk. Man, you think you'd be alright on an island? I think you would as well. This generation, we would find a way. We can problem solve. We can think outside the box. Plus, if we've seen films, things stick in the back of your mind. Tesco staff will be in bits, they will. They'd be gutted with you, I tell you. You could knit a hammock. Was that Stu Francis? Ooh, I could knit a hammock. I could crush a grape. The Smiths, this charming man. 1983, rough trade. Correct. Man, you could live on an island. There's Shell Island isn't too far away, is it? Anglesey. Loads of little islands off the UK. You'd be alright. There's a few for sale up in Scotland. Imagine that, owning your own island with no internet. Nothing. They couldn't get in contact with you. Just put a big sign. Feck off English. You survive on berries. We would, and we know which ones to eat and which ones not to eat because we're not daft. Shell Island, telling you, where the petrol comes from. You were going to knit a cricket ball. You forgot. You've still got time. You fancy Hilbert Island. Again, nice. Close enough that you can nip to Tesco if you need to. Witch's brew for Mandy. Practicing Halloween cocktails. I need more cocktails, don't I? I need cocktails for the thing. Is that still on there, the cocktails? Let me have a look. Don't think it is. It might be, it might not be. balls to it. It's not on there. I was hoping that it was, but it's not. I did have a cocktail menu on there. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Where have I put it? I will do a new cocktail menu. There you go. How's that? If anybody wants to provide the recipe for a cocktail and a name, just send me a message. Doesn't even have to be a real one. It can go up on the list. Is the green from creme de menthe, Midori or chartreuse? Wrong button. No, it was the correct button. I was looking for the cocktail thing, if it was in there, within the visual assets folder. I have some visual assets in one folder, in one scene rather, and then others in another one. And then whenever I press a button, they will pull from those scenes onto the main screen. Saves having me normal scenes absolutely full of things. It's how you run OBS, Mandy. That's how you run OBS. I also have an audio one, and I have a camera one. So that all I have to do is drag the camera one into the next scene, and the camera is already there doing this. Same for the microphone. Or I'm saying, yes. I didn't say the months, did I? I said the month. I seen what you meant. I wasn't going to pick it up on it. But it is a Sunday.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
Let's have a look at what Kippers has found. Rightmove is my Barry Horn. The addiction to online property search. Katie Smith has had an addiction for as long as she can remember. Something she feels compelled to do dozens of times a day. Oh, I thought. The 30-year-old finds herself repeatedly opening the Rightmove app, despite the fact that she has no intention of moving house anytime soon. Rightmove is my Barry Horn, laughs Katie from Stone, Staffordshire. It's like being a modern-day peeping Tom, she says, referring to the number of homes she looks inside, all from the comfort of her smartphone. Last week, after a day trip to Knutsford in Cheshire, she spent the evening looking at all the houses for sale there, regardless of price. And during a recent weekend in London, she loved looking at how expensive houses in Richmond are, which was close to her hotel. She loves a nice semi. Yes, you deserve that one there. That was definitely worth a Frankie, that one, Kippers. Disgusting behaviour. I think that's a big thing as well, that. Going on Rightmove and just looking at places to see what kind of houses they are. Ooh, what do people in Middlesbrough look like? What the houses actually look like? I'll have a look now. Somewhere on telly, somewhere shite. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Chartreuse is your go-to shorter. All that for a punchline. What? I thought it was a funny news story. Sorry, Kippers thought it was a funny news story. He picked it, not me. It should actually be pink, blue and purple. Gin and blue curacao. Oh, nice. Sounds lovely. I can't have any of it at all, though, but, you know, it sounds lovely. I'll stick with me tea. I could have a mocktail, couldn't I? Alcohol-free gin. Can you do alcohol-free curacao with glitter? That is a proper cocktail. That sounds a bit too highfalutin for us, doesn't it? Very highfalutin. Blue balls. You haven't had blue balls in ages. Good. I just want to see a doctor if you have. Doctor, I am suffering from blue balls. We'll need mocktails for us non-drinkers. We can have that. We can have mocktails and cocktails and frocktails if you want. Anyone's got any good stuff, let me know. Let me know the recipes and I will stick them on. We'll have a list. We'll have a couple of lists side by side on the screen. Cocktails, mocktails. Spilt glitter behind the bar. Oh. To be fair, that will make it look like a 1970s disco, so I'm all for that. Just have orange juice with a shot of grenadine. Can I do that? Can I do that? We need mocktails for the non-drinkers, as there are quite a few of us in this. Esther, you want a Boss Vanderling? Go and have one quick then, hurry up. The Jack in Liverpool used to do a blue arse fly shot. Blue Curacao, Goldschlager and something else. That sounds like it could be heavy, that like. The Jacaranda, what a place that is. The Jack. Right move, that's why we need the online bill. We've got to reel this shit in, we do. There's too much gagging. Too many people gagging into your houses. Maybe now I'll shoot my cannon. Arthur. Maybe one day I'll have no control over it and my cannon will go off in my hand. You never know. It's been here under the lights. Will it go off in my hand? Currently singing Confetti Cannon to the tune of Kevin Carter by the Manic Street Preachers. I need to do at least one of them, don't I? There's 3 in total. Is there 3 or 4? I think it's 3. I need to do at least one of them. I might just go out to somewhere in Sefton and do it anyway. Fuck them, gobshites. You can't do that here, I'm afraid. What? Sorry. Sorry, mate, it went off in me hand. You can't film here. It's not me, it's Jeff. Have a word with him. The 18 stone, 9 foot blue demon. Go and speak to him then, go on. YouTube won't allow it. Oh, the confetti cannon? Yes, that maybe. You gotta fight for your right to cannon. Yeah, man. Let's smash shit up, man. It's a shooter containing sambuca and loads else, but you can buy it ready-made. Sambuca's evil stuff. I've had this before, haven't I? I don't get shots. I don't understand it. And I don't understand it like on a Tuesday night and you go to the pub after work, going for a pint with me mates. I bought a load of shots. Why? It's a Tuesday night. Why are we doing shots? There's no need for it. Behave. Just have a pint and chill out. All right, yeah. And 20 minutes later, Jaeger bombs all around. Fuck's sake, man. I need to get home at some point this month. But a Beastie Boys. A much underrated band, I think, the Beastie Boys. People remember them for being the thinking they were dead hard as well. Fucking hell, man. We're from Brooklyn, man. Yeah, alright, you might be from Brooklyn, but don't start getting mouthy in Liverpool. And you were mouthy in Liverpool and lived to find out why you shouldn't be mouthy in Liverpool. You're battered off stage. More messages missing. What the bleeding hell's happening here? Sort your shit out, YouTube. No wonder you need the cream there, Jinxie. Natural yogurt. I told you, natural yogurt. It's cheap, but it works wonders. It's good for you. It's good for you, yeah? I haven't sneezed yet, have I? Yet. I will do though, guaranteed. Maybe next time I sneeze I should let the cannon off. And not tell you, just go whew, and then watch confetti everywhere. That would make a hell of a short, that wouldn't it? The man who sneezes confetti. Buy it in bulk. Does that mean you're laughing when you get it? I was in bulk, lad. I was absolutely in bulk buying it. I wonder what kind of mocktails you can get. Are they nice? Are there nice mocktails? Is your wrist swollen, Tommy, Tom? Or has it like a bite hive thing? Has it swollen or is it just annoying? What was it that bit you? Do you know what it was? Antihistamines, yes. Always help. Yes. Did he buy it in bulk? Yes, he did. Naughty, naughty boy. Naughty boy. Why can't people get successful, get rich and just behave themselves? Why does it have to be as soon as you make it, you become an absolute knob? The whale just gone mad. He bought all the bulk. He bought all kinds. You'll very soon be spending a hell of a lot of money as well. Jackie, you spent the whole weekend going through your clothes and getting rid of some. The amount you have is actually really bad. 7 big black bags for charity shop tomorrow. At least they're getting something out of it. They'll get some use out of it, and you've got a bit more space in your wardrobe for your whips and chains and all the other stuff, you know. Your instruments of torture. And your doggy bag. Jackie has got a dogging bag, by the way. Genuinely. Bought from the merch store. Le Store du Merch. Taught him everything he knows. But did you teach him everything you know? I agree, there's no need for us to have as much as we have. I am still of that mindset as well, where shite expands to fill the vacuum around it. So even if you move to a bigger house to have more space, you won't have more space at all because you just buy more shite to fill it up. Probably better off living somewhere small and having less stuff. And yes, you do have the dogging bag and t-shirt, which are both fantastic bits of merch, I think, which you can still get with free shipping until midnight tonight. And that is an actual fact. None of this pressy button stuff's working at all, you know. You need to sort this out, Stream Deck. You need to sort this out. You should be able to press a button and a message will drop into the chat like it used to. Sort it out, you slags. No, none of it. Any long sleeve tops? I can do long sleeve tops, yeah. There's jumpers coming up, isn't there? I say that, I've got to sort all this shite out myself. But yeah. They do other stuff. Oh, balls to it. Log in. Excuse that sentence. I'll see what there is. There was definitely jumpers available at some point, but I'll have to actually put them on them, you know. Password manager. T-mail, where are you? This is shite, isn't it? This does not make for good content. Come on, you bollocks, you. Copy, paste. Paste, copy. Login. Produit, new produit. I know I've reached my limit. I will be able to make stuff like that though. There's jumpers, there's more hoodies, there's something else and something else. All available. I will upgrade the store to get more stuff in there as well. Just for the winter. Some nice warm stuff. Bought it in bulk from Costco, and Costco issued a statement saying we don't sell it. We say, what? Is that what he said? We don't collared. But yours in Boots. My old girlfriend used to work in Boots. She wasn't a chemist, she was a prostitute. Is this thing on? Joke, by the way, that, before anyone starts getting worried about it. So guilty it's strange he tries to defend himself, like most men. Nice hat though, thank you. Louis, just seen the weather. It looks like Hedwig is getting the tail end of Hurricane Helene. It's horrible, isn't it? Jinxie, you keep your baby oil in the bathroom. That sounds like a lyric, doesn't it? That sounds like something. It just sounds like a lyric. How's Jess feeling? Jess is alright now. I have her week sorted out on the whiteboard that you sent me. Ali's whiteboard is being used for knowing where Jess is at any minute of the day or night. Esther, you're off. No worries. Laters with a capital later. Hats and gloves are great in winter, as are scarves. And ninja outfits. Very warm around the face. No, it's a joke. Me with the girlfriend, of course, obviously. He's taking the piss like anyone knows him. Where are we? Yeah, we've got time. We have got time. We've had two. We'll have to have the third, won't we? It simply would not be the same without. I think he's 100% right there, you know. He is 100% right. Think about them. Think about bears during the summer. When you slip off your light jacket because it's too warm, there they are with a full fur coat on. Horace, it's been ages, it has on it. RH. He's a good egg, is Horace. He's a good egg. That that must also be the reason why I never got a notification that Thomas has been buying Mesheroonies. Now that I've logged in, it's popped up. Ali, you don't wear hats? What? Not even during the winter? I thought with you being a Jean-Gere, you'd need to. Or during the summer, to protect your scalp from the sun. A hat. The hat. He's a bear, not an egg. He's a good bear, but he's also a good egg. You might wear a basey if the weather's too hot. You've got to get the heat off your head, haven't you? Man, you like hats. Hats don't like you. I always thought that. Not that hats don't like you. I always thought hats didn't suit me, and to be honest, they don't. But I've started wearing them, so balls to it. Don't bother me now. Hot, yes, hot hat, hot. Hot hat is good if your hat's hot. Use the hood for winter. The hood of your hoodie. But a hat under the hood gives you a double layer. Got to think about these things. Thomas, what do you buy? Thomas, what do you buy? I know what he bought. From the boutique marchandise, as they say in Japan. You wear beanie type hats in the winter. Got to be done. Got to keep your head. If it's cold, you've got to keep your head covered. It's where you lose 136% of your heat from, apparently. That's what I've heard. A beanie would suit you, Ali. A beanie would suit you. I reckon you can get away with that. A nice beanie. A nice Irish beanie. With the Irishy footy or rugby logo on the front to do you well. The clovers. Only sombreros or occasionally a fez. You're a bit avant-garde. No problem with that. I quite like that. A fez. We need to bring the fez back, don't we? Get that sorted. I could rock a fez. I think I might buy a fez. Man, do you look wrong in a hat? Who's decided that you look wrong in a hat? Have you asked anyone else? Have other people say you look fantastic in a hat and you go, no, I don't like it? That's different in that case. You've got a lovely Shetland wool sea power bobble. If you haven't ones, and a tricket beanie. Have you tried natural yogurt on your tricket beanie? Sudocrem. There you go. There speaks a true Gen Xer. Don't give a feck if it suits me or not. If it's cold, I'm wearing it. A Dylan-esque peaked wool cap thing. I need one of them as well. A Breton cap. A John Lennon-y cap. A Bear's Paws staff top. Oh, lovely stuff. I've worn mine for a while, have I? Don't do that, because there's something up there that's going to fall off and smack me in the head. I'll wear that next time. It's a good top, that, the Bear's Paws staff top. I like it. It's fit for purpose, I think. Very fit for very purpose. And also, look at that. 8:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, off 8:30. I have lie-ins all week. You don't care what anyone else thinks, you care whether or not you feel right. That's different then. You can't say you don't suit them, you just don't like them, you don't feel right. That's all that matters, yeah. Other people might look at you and think that looks really nice on you. Really suits you, really suits you. Yes, we need to see our Tom in it. Once it arrives, hopefully it'll be arriving soon. Get it on, get it sent. We've seen Ali wearing hers. Jinxie's got 4 t-shirts and a bag. You have? I get notifications when people buy stuff, and it always fills me with joy knowing that this little thing that we have here is being spread around. That's brilliant. I love that. So thank you. Louise, have loads of hats, beanies, baseball caps, and a couple of fedora types. Yeah, I can picture you in a fedora. We need to see that. Definitely need to see that. I need more hats. I've got no room, nowhere to put them anywhere, like, but I need more hats and some kind of hat device to hang them up or something. There's got to be something, hasn't there? There's walls that I could be pinging them onto or something. Velcro, can a Velcro hat to the wall? Can I nail them to the ceiling? You'll wear it for the pre-match stream. There you go. Straight from Thors's mouth. No pressure. Not from Ali, but from me, yes, definitely. Not that avant-garde, you'll stick to the fez. If you can carry a fez off, you're doing well. I think you're doing well there. It's a strong look, a powerful look. More like the Australian type without the corks. You can get them on Amazon fairly cheap as well, them, you know. A hat tree, more like a mug tree but bigger. It would have to be from floor to ceiling and about 9 foot wide. I have so many hats. So many. And that's the one you picked, is it, dickhead? I like them because they take away from the face, which is also good. Yet the Australian type without the corks, they are available on Amazon. I've seen them. They were being suggested to me earlier on today. I think it might have been. There's a name for them and I can't think what it is now. Ooh, heavy rain, heavy rain. I think you look classy in the hat. You would. I agree, Louise. Absolute class in the hat. Also, we need to see that as well. It gets you noticed, of course it does. And especially if you walk purposely. The man with a striding gait and a fez, everyone's going to look around and go, I'm not messing with him. I would like to know him. I would like to have a drink with him. I'd like to know his story. But I'm too scared to look because he is a man of the world. There's a man who knows his own mind. Should we have a look? Can you buy a fez on Amazon? Yes. You can on Amazon. You can buy the normal red ones. Black one with gold braiding. What? That's a kinky looking hat, that, like. Look at that, man. Isn't that a pervy looking hat? Do people call you Tommy Cooper? Funnily enough, my dad and my mum, funnily enough, got married in November 1972. And my dad's best man was a comedian and magician and ventriloquist and impressionist from Liverpool called Big Al. 6'8". Funniest man I've ever met in my life. And my dad was waiting for him in the Duck at a pub in Garston. And next thing you know, you hear a Tommy Cooper voice and the door opens and Big Al walks in. And then you hear someone else with a Tommy Cooper voice and in walked Tommy Cooper. Obviously a mate of Big Al's, who told him that my dad was getting married and this was his stag do. So he ended up having his stag do with Tommy Cooper and had to end up driving him from Liverpool to Chiswick in London where he lived. Went all the way down there, dropped him off. He gave my dad, I think it was a lamp or something as a wedding present from his house. Just went, yeah, take that with you. Yeah. So for a man who's got all these mad stories to tell about football, there's few madder than the fact that he spent his stag night with Tommy Cooper. Apart from maybe by the end of it, everyone involved in the company was all speaking like Tommy Cooper. And my dad does a very, very good impression of him, which he did live on the Dutch version of Match of the Day. They used to have a Saturday programme where they showed all the goals and that. and he did a magic act and a Tommy Cooper impression live on Dutch TV, which I think is on YouTube somewhere. The man's a fucking lunatic. Have you done anything interesting in your life? Q&L, yes, slightly. Isn't that Masonic? They have got hats like that, haven't they? Married in 72, honeymoon in Toronto. He was playing footy at the time, so I think the honeymoon lasted about 3 days and then back to playing. Kirsty, you're off. No worries, no worries. Hide the charges before you disappear. Before you go, Sourdough Kettle UK office staff reproducing Oakwood Parkside. Or was that Sourdough Kettle UK office staff reproducing Oakwood Parkside? There you go, yep. Bonne nuit, Kirsty, as they say in Japan. I want to goo. I've got goos, I want to go. I'm going to have a goo. Which one am I having? Go on. Spanish lemon or ganache? What shall I have? Have I got anything else? I think I've eaten everything else. I bought loads of stuff yesterday and there's fuck all left of it now apart from...
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding next. Well, Louise can stay on because I keep missing you out, so... You put your hand up, you're staying, right? You haven't eaten yours yet. What are you playing at, Mandy? Ganache. Ganache, go on. That's one vote for Ganache. Which is what some people call me. Ganache. It sounds like that anyway. One Ganache. Live dangerous and have two. Oh, one of each. Can I live at that speed? I might do. You might dunk a non-pink wafer in yours. Well, alright, we need to know these things, right? This is a very, very scientific experiment that you're going to do. Does a non-pink wafer have the structural integrity to survive being dunked in a goo? Let me know. Let me know these things. We're going to write this down somewhere. Here's where I should have a blackboard behind me, or a chalkboard, sorry. And then just do some kind of big sum on there, some algebraic equation about whether or not pink wafers work in goo. See, this is why you should have a channel of your own, Mandy. Doesn't have to be your face on there, just you dunking pink wafers in goos. Using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. The situation was I had a load of people on a stream asking me whether or not pink wafers would have the structural integrity to survive in a goo. Task, I had to place a pink wafer into a goo. Actions, the pink wafer went into the goo. Result, it snapped in half and went everywhere, and now it looks like I've shit all over the carpet. Something like that. You'll let us know. You reckon it would survive a dunk, but definitely not a scoop? Oh, there you go. There's levels to this. There's levels. How much would it survive? Is there anything between a dunk and a scoop? Could there be? Is there anything between a dunk and a scoop? A dip? Does a dip come between a dunk and a scoop? Is it before? Is a dip before a dunk? Do you dip before you dunk? Do you scoop at the end? We need to know these things. They're like salmon that's been left out. That's the colour, not the taste. Conrad, how you doing, bud? Is ganache like ganache? You pay more for a ganache, which I think you can get in Swiss massage parlours. A swizzle. Oh. Right, I reckon it's a dip, a dunk, a swizzle, a scoop. Do you reckon that works? I think that might work. Man, did you see Garen was on Irish TV singing? He's getting about now, isn't he? Garen. Doing well for himself. Good lad. It's good lad. That means good lad. Mandy, do you have Discord? No, she sings perfectly. She's got perfect tone. There's no Discord and rhyme. You saw the reel of us. He is everywhere. I don't mind that. He's funny. And he's got himself out there. Got himself noticed. And then, what more can you do? What more can you do? Fair play to him, I say. He seems an alright lad as well, so I don't mind that. Not like one of these knobheads. Like there's been a few YouTube videos about this absolute prick who's on, I think he might be on TikTok. TikTok and Twitch. Jack Doherty. The one who's always got a massive minder with him, and he goes around trying to cause fights with people, then runs off and leaves his minder to punch people. In real life streamer, IRL streamer. He was on his phone the other day while being filmed in a very, very expensive car, which he then crashed. And because he was streaming it, or his mate was streaming him on his phone crashing, means that the insurance companies are going to not pay out at all, and he's completely fucked a Lamborghini or something up. His gas character, yep. There's a proper rant. We like a proper rant. The car was tragic before he totaled. Was it a McLaren? Oh man. Yeah, the wrap or whatever it was on the paint job was absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. But that's how much money you can make from streaming or being on this kind of shite. Why would you do that to a car so bloody expensive? And then be on your phone while you're supposed to be driving it? Bellend. I saw Garen with Daniel O'Donnell, speaking of Botox. Are we talking about Daniel O'Donnell there? The housewife's favourite? Is he... Garen's going to be outed as a copite? Absolutely 100%. Guaranteed. You can't like someone anymore because as soon as you do, they end up being a red, don't they? Saw that Jack crash. He is an absolute tit. And one of these days, before his minder gets anywhere near, someone's going to absolutely lamp him. There was a lad from London who kept doing it as well. Some black lad from London. Doing all the same kind of thing. Going into shops and just taking what he wanted and walking out. And then, I was only doing a prank. Fucking imagine turning up in a shop in Liverpool and doing that. You get absolutely webbed everywhere. Jack Doherty, if you're watching this, come to Liverpool and try that, mate. Your last 5 fucking minutes. And your bouncer, the big hard man, he'll be on his back as well. Swats. Fucking hate them. Why be a tit? I know it's getting views because other little tits want to watch you being a tit, but come on. Ban him, smack him, do something. Kneecap him. Jinxie can sort that out for you. She knows someone who knows someone who knows someone. I've told you anyway. If this makes enough money, this channel, when I start getting ridiculous amounts of cash, it's not going to be a Ferrari. It's going to be a shitey little Citroen Berlingo or something. Just with a little bit of stuff in the back that I can go and lie down in and piss off to the middle of nowhere and start recording stuff for, for channel. Something shitey. The shiter the better, and it's got to be a diesel as well. Yeah, that lad strolled to someone's house and just walked around with a family in there. Could you imagine that? It's only for a prank. You're alright, mate. Sorry, I didn't realise. His jaw's over there. Fucking idiot. Couldn't get away with it there. Absolutely not, Barnesy. You couldn't, could you? No one would stand for that shite. There you go. A Citroen Berlingo. I would genuinely as well, if I bought one of them, I would go and get the name Berlingo changed to Berlingo. And little bear's paws on the side of it. Then would know. People would know. Those who know would know, and those who didn't can go and fuck themselves with a pine cone made of needles and acid and dog shit. An ice cream van. Could do that. An ice cream van. A Berlingo. It's always there. I am convinced I've got something desperately wrong with my brain. This predates the stroke, I'm telling you. I don't even see things. They just appear. Connections appear between two things that should not be connected, and bang, there you go. So of course, Berlingo just went bang. There. Sticker for the car. I could do that. I could do a little bear's paws hand for the back of the car. Hand, it's a fucking paw. The name is in there. It's a bear's paw, you absolute bellend. I could do that for the back of this one anyway. But I want a Berlingo, and it can't be a Fiat Doblo or anything like that anymore. It has to be a Citroen Berlingo. Nothing else will do. That's it. I'm going to start looking for one. It's enviable, a quick wit. I used to be quick-witted. Very quick-witted, to the point where it was quicker than it should have been. Occasionally find yourself thinking, did I say that out loud? Oh, fucking no. Like in work, when that woman died from Sister Sledge. Oh, from Sister Sledge died today. Well, she was going downhill fast. And I could hear people giggling. I thought, oh, fucking hell. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that in the office. But I did, yeah. Mercedes Benz. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Yep. It is called Miriam, by the way. Miriam Mercedes, like Miriam Margulies. You already know someone with a Tedmobile that's fully wrapped and has a bear on it. Would that be Ted? Mr. Coningsby? Peugeot? Ooh. You evil bastard. Yes, it could be a Peugeot. Oh, man. Don't have me buying... Don't turn me into Auto Alex, where all I'm buying is a shed, a barn full of cars that have got something to do with bear's paws. Because if it gets to a Bentley, I have to sell everyone else's kidneys for that. Is it Ted Coningsby who's got a fully wrapped Tedmobile? Would that be him? Well, yeah. Berlingo, a Peugeot. Oh, man. There's a bear's Peugeot. We could do that as well. We could. There's two options now. We have options. But it's going to have to be a diesel. A loud one as well. It would. It's also got a Eurofighter Typhoon on it. With a little sign, a little sticker. There are no weapons left in this van overnight. Mandy, you don't know car names or you join in. I reckon you could get there, you know. A Porus Minor, yes, very modest minor. Welcome to your Fiat Punto. It's starting to fade a bit. There's a bike around there who wears a teddy bear helmet. It looks good. I see. Oh, do you know what, mate? Genuinely, I was at traffic lights and I saw the same thing. It must be with it was Elmo. Danny Elmo plays for Barcelona, and Elmo had helmet. The red Tickle Me Elmo. One of them flying past with, I think it might have been a Yeti behind him, and it looked insane but funny as fuck at the same time. On motorbikes just flying past. I'm sure that was Elmo. Fuck. Looks boss. I'm all for that as well. Especially if you're not one of those arsehole bikers who causes trouble everywhere you go. Don't be stuck in with the same people. You're not the same as them. Wear a teddy bear helmet. Invite him on. We'll have him on as a guest. I haven't had a guest on here before, have I? Today's the day the teddy bear shows his helmet. Maybe not that though. But Range Rover. Very, very expensive and dog shit cars. If anything goes wrong with them, it's about $8,000 to fix. Time and chain. Oh yeah, it'll have to. The entire engine will have to come out. $2,500. Airbag's gone. Oh yeah, it'll have to be the entire body. It'll have to come off. 3.5 grand. Fuck that. Nah, you're alright. Berlingo, Peugeot, either or will do. Last orders at the bar, ladies and gents. Last orders at the bar. Last orders at the bar. Oh, it's hidden now, isn't it? Dingy, dingy, ding. A Mitsubishi. Oh, I like that as well. I do like that. That also sounds very, very Japanese manga. We could make a Mitsubishi. That would proper work, that one. That's going on the list. That is going on the list. I haven't got a list. I'm making a list. Citroën, Berlingo, Peugeot, Mitsubishi. The list. We have a list. There you go. We're having that one. You having that one, Zave? We're having that one. Fantastic, as they say in Japan. Yeah, fair play for that one. Fair play. We haven't got a cheer, have we? There's no cheers on here or anything. I need to get a cheer. It's not a dad joke, but I'll tell you what. That was worth a celebration. Bugatti. Oh, Barnsey. A Bugatti Veyron. Oh, man. Imagine that. A massive lottery win and then just buy everything that could possibly be related to bears. And the Bugatti right at the end. Wrapped. So it looks like bear fur. Bear fur. Having a celebration as well. A Corolla. You can only buy them if you live in Newcastle as well. I've got myself one of those new cars. I got myself a Toyota Corolla. I was watching that Yoko Giacomo Turtle and listening to Yoko Ono while eating an Ocean pie. Just annoyed the whole of Newcastle there. Fair play. You nailed it with Mitsubishi. There's no topping that one, I'm afraid. You are at Everest High Camp with that one at the very, very least. If not at the summit. Smashed it, lid. Smashed it. Still blank, man. He's still blank. Don't worry. Stuff will appear. Stuff will appear. It will. Berari. Didn't he used to play for West Ham? Fiat Panda. That's already set, that, isn't it? A Fiat Panda 4x4. Having that one as well. There'll be loads, won't there? You'll Google car types later. It's not your forte. In fact, you know what? How have I done this without doing this? Considering that we're talking car shizzle. That should be the sign on the side of the Mitsubishi, the Peugeot, the Citroën Berlingo, the Ferrari, the Bugatti. What else have we got? Loads of them. Brilliant. You missed the obvious. Used to have a Panda. You miss it terribly. Boss Pandas, aren't they? I mean, genuinely. It takes a lot for people like the old Top Gear dudes to actually like a car. Proper. A 4x4 Fiat Panda. The unicorn of bears. If that make any sense. I've never had a Fiat. My niece has got a Fiat 500 at the moment. She fucking hates it. Keeps going wrong. Costs too much. So what do you want then? Mercedes A-Class. Like, fucking hell, man. If you think that your Fiat costs too much, everything on a Mercedes costs £1,000 to fix. Doesn't matter what it is. I put a new fuse in for you. That's £1,000. Cheers. Berno Perguna. Ooh, that's a lot going on there. A lot going on there. I've now got to go back and think of every car make. BMW. Right, well, the geomagnetic activity is up to yellow at the moment, so keep an eye out. We might start seeing some aurora later on. Used to have a Porsche-driven Seat. A Porsche-driven Seat bodywork by Fiat. Lamborghini. Oh, very, very nice. I'm having that one as well. And Lamborghini make a Urus, don't they? Which is almost Ursa, which is bear. Seats used to be mad. The proper early Seats, my uncle used to have one. A gold one. There was no gold cars around at that point. A fucking gold Seat. Which was rather nice. They make a Urus. Anthony Gordon had one. That's the reason not to get one in the first place, though. I'll end up with a mullet. You don't do cars. Doesn't matter. I knew what it was. We all knew what it was. We're grasping for names. We're alright. We've got them. We've got the names. We're sorted. I'll have a look on Auto Trader. See what there is, see if there's anything available. There should be something decent. I think the Bugatti, Lamborghini might be out of the equation. But a Citroen, a Peugeot and a Mitsubishi are definitely within. No Ferraris. And I did win the lottery over the weekend. I won £3.60 off a £10 bleeding thing. So this week, though, we're going to win the big money. And then I'll go on a whale tour. A pause whale tour. We shall get there. Bloody hell, it's 11:05 already. I need to go and have a goo. I need to get me goo. Get me goo on. Ooh, get your goo on. Get your goo on. Where's my other stuff? And we know what this means, don't we? We know what this means. The screen's got a bit more clear. Time to get on the dancing shoes. Sexy little swine. It's that time. It is that time. It's been great, as always. It's been emotional. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go.
Getting our hot tub for a ghost
And that's that.
Hoo-yah!